all across America.
Good morning. Good morning.
And right here in Kentuckiana, wherever we are, it feels like home.
Man, it's good to be home.
Good Morning Kentuckiana and GMA. It's an invitation to come together and brighten your morning.
It's a good week. Now on WHAS11 News at 4, today marks 1 week since the horrific UPS cargo plane crash. We are looking at what resources are available now for victims and survivors. A Texas man is indicted for threatening University of Louisville head football coach Jeff Brom after the Cards' loss on Saturday. We'll tell you what charges he's facing. And reaction after a deal appears to be close in the battle to end the government shutdown. WHAS11 News at 4 starts now. It's been 1 week since a UPS cargo jet crash took 14 lives and put so many others on pause. Families are slowly learning through DNA testing about their loved ones lost in that fire, including 3 employees of Grade A Auto in the direct path of the wreckage. CEO Sean Garber tells us that families of Megan Washburn and John Laux and an unnamed 3rd employee have been notified that they are among the dead. They are among the 6 we now know for sure were killed, including 3-year-old Kimberly Asa and her grandfather. U of L School of Business named their alum Matt Sweets also as one of the victims who later died in the hospital. And the 3 pilots on board that aircraft, Captain Richard Wartenberg, First Officer Lee Truitt, and International Relief Officer Captain Dana Diamond. Now, 1 week later, we are back at the crash site. Our Ian Hardwick joins us live. So, Ian, what's been going on out there today?
Connie, we've seen a lot more big vehicles come through today, cranes coming inside to take some of this wreckage that's beyond the barricade back out eventually. It's a big cleanup effort, Connie, and people said, fire chiefs with Okolona, for instance, that they're working as quickly as they can to get this area reopened. We talked to a business that's been closed over the past week, Kentucky Truck Parts and Auto Service. The business had only been open a month when the crash sent the mechanics in the shop running. Jet fuel spewed out from the crashed plane, exploding oil tanks, sending them flying into the air. Sabit Aliyev says his business is now covered in a black ash.
1 month. We just got open, that's it. I was over there today. It's not gonna be easy, just sweep around stuff, you know, it's a big thing. It's a lot of tanks laying around. My garbage needs to be paid, My mortgage needs to be paid. If my shop's doors open, I make money. If they're closed, I don't make money though, you know.
City officials said businesses may be able to have full access within a week, but that was at a press conference yesterday. At that very same press conference, Louisville Mayor Craig Greenberg said a hotline for business owners would be set up today. We asked his press secretary for an update on that, but he gave us no new information as of here, the 4 o'clock news. For now, I'm Ian Hardwick, live with photojournalist Connie Offit for WHAS 11 on your side.
All right, Ian, thank you so much for that update. And today, Mayor Craig Greenberg took some time during his weekly press briefing to thank the first responders who rushed to last week's crash. The mayor saying he's heard positive feedback from a number of people across the city and country.
Their work was just on full display for the world to see last week in one of our greatest times of need. And I'm incredibly proud to call each of them my colleagues at Louisville Metro Government. They stepped up once again during this time of crisis and prevented an even bigger disaster from happening.
And Mayor Greenberg also said he will be allocating some of the city's $9.5 million budget surplus towards supporting the city's first responders. He said this includes improved resources, facilities, equipment, and technology. Right now, crews are also cleaning up waterways from the enormous amount of oil that spilled out after the crash. MSD released the map that we will be showing you here on the screen in a minute. The impacted area, which includes Pond Creek, there it is, in Valley Station. MSD says there is no impact to drinking water in South Louisville unless Louisville Water has contacted you. Now, if you see oil or discoloration in waterways, you are encouraged to report it by calling 502-540-6000. You can see that number at the bottom of your screen there. And we'll continue to follow the story as we learn more details, and you can follow along by downloading the free WHS11 app on or WHAS11.com. Of course, you can get all the latest by watching on the free WHAS11 Plus app. Well, a very chilly start to our day in Kentuckiana, but warmer weather is ahead. Let's get to Chief Meteorologist Mallory Schnell with the first look at the forecast. Hey, Mallory.
Hey there, Connie. Yes, we do have better days ahead. Today, better than yesterday, but still quite chilly, breezy, mostly cloudy as well. Taking a live look outside from our First Savings Bank Shriners Children's camera from over in Jeffersonville. We have had some peaks of sunshine here or there throughout the course of the day today, but still mostly cloudy conditions and chilly temperatures running about 15 degrees cooler than average for today's date. So most of us hanging out in the low to mid 40s. Obviously, it feels colder than that. Many of us with wind chills in the 30s. That was after starting off this morning with temperatures in the 20s and wind chills in the teens. Current wind gusts across Kentuckiana still anywhere between about 15 to 25, even close to 30 miles per hour. Now, these winds are coming in from the south and southwest, so there's trying to at least start to warm things up. But obviously, they have the opposite effect when temperatures are still quite chilly. Now, Max HD radar has had some moisture on it. You can see some rain, snow on the radar. But the good news is the air is so dry at the surface, most of this has not been reaching the ground outside of maybe a couple of sprinkles here or there. So your hourly planner through this evening, you can tell temperatures will not be budging all too much, all thanks to that southwest wind this evening and tonight. So much of this evening will be in the 40s. We'll eventually drop down to maybe the upper 30s by early tomorrow morning for the bus stop forecast. But take a look at tomorrow afternoon, a high temperature right around 60 degrees with a lot more sunshine. We'll talk much more about this warming trend coming up in our 7-day forecast.
All right. Thank you, Mallory. Well, a man in Texas is facing charges for allegedly threatening U of L football coach Jeff Brom, his family members, and quarterback Miller Moss. Now, Brian Mandel of Corpus Christi is charged with terroristic threatening and criminal attempt by extortion of more than $10,000. Mandel allegedly made threats toward Brom's family, including his brother, offensive coordinator Brian Brom. This past weekend, it comes after Louisville's overtime loss to California Saturday night. A Jefferson County grand jury handed down the indictment yesterday, and a warrant has been issued for Mandel's arrest. Now, in a statement, the university said, quote, "We are aware of the recent indictment of an individual who issued threats directed at our head football coach, his wife and kids, members of his coaching staff, and student athletes. The safety and well-being of our students, staff, and community remains our highest priority." A man is dead after he allegedly rammed a sheriff deputy's car, leading to a shootout on Nelson County Road. Well, it happened just before 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon, according to Kentucky State Police. A man called 911 saying his son was at his house threatening him. Well, the suspect, 37-year-old Terry Carney Jr., left the home in his truck. A little bit later, Nelson County deputies tried to stop him in a traffic stop. Carney then allegedly rammed into one of the deputies' cruisers. That deputy opened fire on Carney's vehicle. The chase continued until Carney drove his truck off the road near Woodlawn Road and Lincoln Avenue. Carney got out of his truck and allegedly started shooting toward the deputies. The deputies then fired back, and Carney died due to his injuries. No deputies were hurt. Kentucky State Police is investigating. New at 4, the Silver Dollar is closing. The Frankfort Avenue restaurant made the announcement on social media, saying it would be closed for the week, and its final day of business is this Saturday. No reason was given on why it's closing. In the post, the Silver Dollar called it an honor to serve the community. Again, Saturday will be its last day open. The RISE campus is now open in the Parkland neighborhood, and RISE stands for Resilience, Success, and Empowerment. Local nonprofit Option to Success opened the campus to provide resources for 18 to 28-year-olds who are aging out of the foster care system. The RISE campus includes 41 affordable housing units, a library, mental health resources, and daycare options. Founder and CEO of Option to Success told us today's opening shows where you start doesn't mean that's where you will end up.
One thing I do hope is that I will have an impact on several generations and to let all the foster care children that has been impacted by the system to know that there is hope and where they actually, and the things that they have been through, there is a meaning, and they will overcome, and they will rise as long as they have the right support system for them.
The RISE campus is located in Parkland Plaza. It's specifically for females, but there are units available for fathers who have custody of their daughters. Well, it's back, and much earlier than we are used to. Tonight at 8 o'clock, the 9th-ranked Kentucky Wildcats visit the 12th-ranked Louisville Cardinals at the KFC Yum Center for this year's version of the annual Dream Game. Due to scheduling this year, the rivalry game is more than a month earlier than we normally watch the Cats and Cards play. Pat Kelsey, Mark Pope, and their respective teams will also honor the UPS plane crash victims and survivors at tonight's game, and we'll have more on that and on tonight's big matchup coming up at 5 and 6. Flight cuts continue at the nation's busiest airports. How long will it take to get back on track, even with an end to the government shutdown in sight? Well, we'll take a look next.
And here's a check of today's Kentucky Lottery jackpots. Mega Millions, $900 million. Powerball, $512 million.
The Kentucky Lottery, funding education for over 1 million Kentucky students.
Exhaustipated. When you're tired of your backed up gut and you need fast relief. New MiraFast works naturally with your body in as little as 30 minutes. New MiraFast acts faster, works gently.
Are you prepared? Scan the code on your screen now and never be in the dark again with the Rescue Volt 7-in-1 power station.
It can charge my phone, right?
The Rescue Volt is a USB power bank, plus a flashlight, AM/FM, and weather-band emergency radio.
That's great and all, but I just wanted to make sure it will charge my phone.
It powers up 3 ways with built-in USB, solar panel, even a hand crank.
So you mean our phones will always be charged so we can still doom scroll in a power outage?
The Rescue Volt 7-in-1 power station is travel-sized and ready for any emergency. And yes, it charges your phone too.
Okay, great, because I got to post to my socials.
This is a limited time TV offer and makes a great gift. Scan the code on your screen and get your Rescue Volt 7-in-1 power station today.
Mira Joy, the overwhelming relief after Miralax helps you go. Miralax works naturally with the water in your body. Miralax, free your gut to free your mood.
For more fiber per serving than any other gummy, try Mira Fiber.
When it comes to bath time, our dogs deserve better. During their most personal moment, show your love with the Bubble Brush. With its built-in shampoo dispenser, the Bubble Brush cleans and soothes your pet's skin while removing dirt and loose fur. Your dog will love it. Chappie gave it a 5 poop rating, our highest honor. Make bath time their most cherished experience with the Bubble Brush.
Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear declaring another state of emergency. There is a certainty of severe storms.
It's continuing to come down, and people across Kentucky are already seeing the impacts.
We've been seeing the damage and distress from residents throughout the night.
Devastating floods and storms ripped through the entire state.
36 houses just destroyed. 1, 2, 3, 4 cars submerged in water.
Stream extended coverage on WHAS11+.
The government shutdown could be over as soon as tomorrow. As ABC's Christian Cordero reports, House Speaker Mike Johnson has called representatives back to Washington ahead of a key vote scheduled for tomorrow afternoon.
Today, on the 42nd day of the longest government shutdown in U.S. history, an end is in sight. President Trump thanked House Speaker Mike Johnson today as the bill makes its way to both leaders.
And congratulations to you and to John and to everybody on a very big victory. We're opening up our country. Should have never been closed.
The short-term spending bill funds the government until the end of January. It reverses the administration's firings and guarantees back pay for furloughed workers. But the bill does not extend Affordable Care Act subsidies, the main sticking point of the shutdown. It instead allows Senate Democrats to lead a vote on extending them in the future. 7 Democrats and 1 independent senator voted with Republicans to pass the bill. It now heads to the House, where it is also expected to pass as soon as tomorrow, even though Democrats say they're not likely to support it.
We're not going to support partisan Republican spending bill that continues to gut the health care of the American people.
Senate Majority Leader John Thune says Republicans are actively engaged in ways to reform the Affordable Care Act. Caught in between, people like Brianna Vasquez, who tells us without a deal to extend the tax credits, her family's $282 a month health insurance premium is set to increase to more than $1,000 a month.
I'd love to see, Congress, who are the people that can change this. So change it. Put something else on the table and, do your job.
When House members return tomorrow, it'll be their first time back in session in 53 days. They continued to get paid through the shutdown, even as federal workers missed paychecks. Christiane Cordero, ABC News, Washington.
And despite a shutdown deal being close, air travel is still severely impacted. More than 1,200 flights canceled at U.S. airports today and nearly 2,000 delayed. Airlines cut flight capacity today by 6%, testing the patience of many air travelers around the country. And it will get worse as flights will be cut by 10% on Friday. 13,000 air traffic controllers are still unpaid and calling out of work. The U.S. Secretary of Transportation had this to say.
Depends on, are we going to have air traffic controllers come into work? And if we have the controllers showing up, I think we're going to be back to, regular flight schedules.
On social media, President Trump suggested air traffic controllers who call out of work should leave their jobs with, quote, no payment or severance of any kind. And those who stayed on should get, quote, a bonus of $10,000. The administration warned delays and cancellations may be felt long after the shutdown ends. All right. Back here at home, a very chilly start this morning. This morning, it almost felt even colder than yesterday morning.
Well, and we had lows in the 20s, wind chills in the teens. It was pretty blustery around this morning. Still breezy this afternoon, but we have a big warming trend on the way this week. So up and down we go with the temperatures this week. Very Kentuckiana of our weather this week. That's what you're seeing here. Weather whiplash. 27 was our morning low today. And of course, that was in the city. I'm sure we were colder outside of Louisville. By Saturday, we're forecasting a high of 70. We were close to that last Saturday. So yes, the ups and downs that we've been feeling so far this month will continue. Our highs the next 5 days for Louisville, upper 50s, right around 60 degrees. Tomorrow and Thursday, that's right around average for this time of year, which is upper 50s, right around 60. 65 degrees as we round out the work week, 70 on Saturday, 66 on Sunday, and then we could be back in the 50s again next week, closer to average for this time of year. Your temperature trends, obviously we had that big surge of Arctic air that really took over the eastern half of the country Sunday into Monday. That's already starting to push off to our east and northeast. We're getting a bit of a southwest wind today, so it doesn't feel much warmer, but we're actually about 10 degrees warmer than yesterday. And then you can see just on the colors here, we're expecting more of those oranges and reds, especially as we head into the weekend and a ridge of high pressure moves over the Ohio Valley. That will allow those temperatures to soar for Saturday. Next week, the pattern does look to change. Originally, it looked like we could have some rain beginning on Sunday. It's holding off a little bit later until maybe early next week, but certainly looking at some better rain chances next week with those cooler temperatures back in the 50s. Right now, we're sitting at 44 degrees in Louisville, but Bowling Green is up to 50. You can see 40 in Lexington, 37 in Jackson. Some of that milder air just off to our west and southwest, where you're seeing more of those greens on the map. And as I mentioned earlier in the newscast, yes, there has been some activity on the radar, but most of this, surprisingly, not actually reaching the ground. We have some dry air in place. Our dew points are in the teens. So we have that winter-like chill in the sense that the air has not only been cold, but it's also been very dry as well. So those dew points really preventing much of what's on the radar from actually reaching the ground. We just have a chance for maybe a sprinkle or two as we carry on throughout this evening. Otherwise, those clouds will continue to break apart this evening and tonight, with overnight lows dipping down into the upper 30s, maybe some lower 40s, really not budging budging all too much compared to where we've been today. Throughout the day tomorrow, mostly sunny skies will allow those temperatures to warm back into the upper 50s and lower 60s. But tomorrow will be breezy. We will have a westerly wind, and that could gust 20 to about 25 miles per hour. Similar temperatures are expected for Thursday. We're up to 65 on Friday with just a slight chance of seeing a shower, primarily during the morning hours there. 70 degrees on Saturday, and then, as I mentioned, we are expecting a kind of pattern change by the end of the 7-day forecast. Some rain chances returning, especially it looks like early next week with a more active pattern and those highs dropping back into the 50s. Connie.
Thank you, Mallory. On this Veterans Day, the jobless rate for our nation's vets is on the rise. We'll take a look at why when we come back. And as families across Kentuckiana are struggling to put food on the table, together we can help. Join WHAS11 and Dare to Care tomorrow, November 12th, from 5 a.m. until 7 p.m. for our telethon to fight hunger. Your donations stay local, feeding families right here.
Mirajoy, the overwhelming relief after Miralax helps you go. Miralax works naturally with the water in your body. Miralax, free your gut to free your mood.
For more fiber per serving than any other gummy, try Mira Fiber.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, stay informed, prepared, and connected with WHAS11 and WHAS11 Plus. Coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you. Watch extended weather coverage on WHAS11 Plus.
Exhaustipated, when you're tired of your backed up gut and you need fast relief. New MiraFast works naturally with your body in as little as 30 minutes. New MiraFast acts faster, works gently.
Hey, do you dread scrubbing away stubborn dirt and stains? I used to, until I found the Spinny Scrub. Let me show you why this little powerhouse is a total game changer. You can also scan the code on the screen now and find out more. This is the Spinny Scrub, your new best friend when it comes to cleaning. It's got a powerful motor that rotates at high speed, so no more scrubbing by hand. It comes with 5 different brush heads, so no matter what you're cleaning, you've got the right tool for the job. From your bathroom tiles to kitchen countertops and more, the Spinny Scrub has you covered. So if you want to make cleaning faster, easier, and way more effective, the Spinny Scrub is your answer. And right now, if you order today, you'll get 20% off. Trust me, your cleaning routine will never be the same. Go ahead, scan the code on your screen right now and get yours today. You'll thank me later.
The WHAS 11 Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust on your time.
Big issues in Louisville that you certainly care about.
Track how the weather will impact your day.
This is all snow here.
Extended, continuous coverage of breaking news, live from the scene. Go deeper with in-depth interviews and exclusive reporting. All the local news you need, live or on demand. WHAS 11 Plus. Complete coverage of your local news, weather, and more.
If you've ever tried to clean a garlic press, you are going to love this. Introducing the Great Garlic. No chunks, no squeeze, no stuck pieces. It's faster, cleaner. If you cook even a little bit, you're going to need one of these. Scan the code on your screen now.
Introducing the Great Garlic, your ultimate kitchen companion. Just place a peeled clove of garlic under the grate, rock it back and forth, and say goodbye to tedious chopping and messy mincing. Scan now and find out for yourself just how great the Great Garlic is.
To honor those who gave the ultimate sacrifice, a group of veterans and loved ones gathered at the Vietnam Veterans Memorial in Frankfort today. 125,000 Kentuckians served during the Vietnam War, and more than 1,100 veterans from the Commonwealth died during that conflict. The memorial features a sundial where the shadow touches each veteran's name on the anniversary of their death. This year marks 50 years since the end of the war.
And I think about everything that they gave, how many families didn't get started because of this, or lost a husband, a brother, son. It's very, very moving, very awe-inspiring.
The latest name was added to the memorial 2 weeks ago. Warrant Officer Conrad Wheeler, who was killed in action in 1969. Wheeler joined the Army in Texas, where his death was previously recognized. But a cousin pointed out he is actually from Breckinridge County and was known as Jackie. And earlier today, President Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance attended a wreath-laying ceremony to honor the veterans who have given their lives for our country. The ceremony was held at Arlington National Cemetery. And Veterans Day serves as a yearly reminder to thank and honor all those who served in the U.S. military. But what happens when veterans try and enter the workforce after the military? Ivan Rodriguez explains the challenges veterans can face when looking for a job and why employers across the country may want to consider investing in them.
For the last few years, veteran unemployment rates have remained low.
It's a testament to the work that we're doing in corporate America and the services that are provided out here to ensure that when people leave the armed forces, they're plugged into great opportunities.
Bruce Mosler with Cushman & Wakefield says veterans have a skill set that could translate into many workplaces.
It's collaboration skills, it's leadership skills, and at the end of the day, it's people that work well under pressure. These are all skill sets that are remarkably unique when you compare that to just the young kids coming out of college.
As of August 2025, there are 256,000 unemployed veterans. Compared to last year, the unemployment rate is slightly down to 3.1%, according to the U.S. Labor Department. Still, there are subgroups of veterans who struggle more than others when it comes to finding a job. The unemployment rate for veterans with a disability is around 5.7%.
We still have a responsibility as organizations to make sure that once they're in a place to come re-enter the workforce, that we are doing our due diligence to bring them back.
Mosler says this year alone, Cushman & Wakefield expanded its veteran workforce by 600 and hopes more companies follow suit.
Today is a day to say thank you, but thank you is not enough. Today's a day to remember that those who serve have unique skill sets and they deserve and have earned the opportunity for their next career move.
In Atlanta, I'm Ivan Rodriguez.
And veterans in need of assistance should reach out to a VA-accredited representative or veteran service organization if they are in a mental health crisis. The Veterans Crisis Line is available 24/7. Just dial 988 and then press 1. And right now, Sergeant's Army is hosting a community packing party today. It will create outerwear kits to keep homeless veterans warm during the cold months. Those kits will go out all across the U.S. containing a winter jacket, hats, gloves, scarves, and socks, plus a hygiene bag and thank you cards. If you'd like to volunteer, you can head to the Cambria Hotel on South Floyd Street. Packing goes until 8 o'clock tonight. There will also be a donation box for outerwear items. The holidays are nearly upon us, so still to come, we take a look at the preparations for this year's Light Up Louisville. But first at 4:30, we are looking at the city's resource center for victims and survivors of the UPS plane crash to get the help and information they need.
Mira Joy, the overwhelming relief after Miralax helps you go. Miralax works naturally with the water in your body. Miralax, free your gut to free your mood.
For more fiber per serving than any other gummy, try Mira Fiber.
Exhaustipated, when you're tired of your backed up gut and you need fast relief. New MiraFast works naturally with your body in as little as 30 minutes. New MiraFast acts faster, works gently.
Where is the TV remote? How many times have you heard that? Well, scan the code on your screen now, because the searching is over. The Remote Tote is a multi-pocket armrest organizer. It can hold all your remotes, snacks, phones, glasses, books, whatever you want. All your couch needs right at hand. It folds up so it's easy to store and easy to clean. Stop searching and start watching with the Remote Tote. Scan the code on your screen now to take advantage of this special TV offer. Get your Remote Tote today.
The WHAS11 Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust on your time.
Big issues in Louisville that you certainly care about.
Track how the weather will impact your day.
This is all snow here.
Extended, continuous coverage of breaking news, live from the scene. Go deeper with in-depth interviews and exclusive reporting. All the local news you need, live or on demand. WHAS 11 Plus. Complete coverage of your local news, weather, and more.
Hey, Blake Anderson here to tell you about this, the Flash Force Tactical Flashlight. Stick around because I'm going to tell you about an amazing offer just for our TV audience. Or, if you really can't wait, scan the code on your screen now to check it out. Let me just tell you how great it is to have the Flash Force. It's literally like no other flashlight I've ever had. The white high beam LED is bright, super bright. You can see it from up to 2,000 meters away. Its built-in lithium battery charges up with USB-C, and it even has a level meter on the side to show you just how much juice you have left. The features just keep going. The telescopic zoom gives you a range of lighting options to light up an entire area or spotlight on something specific. If you hold the power button down, you get the side light, perfect for working in the dark. Push the button again, and you get a red and blue flashing light, which is really helpful for emergency situations. The IPX4 waterproof design makes it great for outdoor adventures. I love having one around my house, and of course I keep one in my glove box too. You can even use it as a power bank to charge your phone, and it's only available for a limited time, so scan the code on your screen right now to get your Flash Force Tactical Flashlight today.
On weather impact alert days, stay informed, prepared, and connected with WHAS 11 and WHAS 11 Plus. Coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you. Watch extended weather coverage on WHAS 11 Plus.
Titanium, stronger than steel, lighter than aluminum, trusted in aerospace, and now redefining the way we prepare food at home. Resists corrosion, never absorbs odors, and remains flawlessly food safe without ever breaking down into harmful microplastics. Titanium Edge, now available through this exclusive television offer.
It's been 1 week since the fatal UPS plane crash near the Muhammad Ali International Airport that claimed 14 lives. Tonight, a Louisville family is coming forward with their story of narrowly escaping the plane crash landing. Thanks for staying with us here on WHAS 11 News at 4:30. I'm Connie Leonard. We're now joined live by Alexandra Goldberg and photojournalist Jessica Farley, who have the Ballinger story, a family who says they were in the direct path of the aircraft. Alexandra, what did the family say about that moment?
Connie, Mary Ballinger said it was a miracle that her family escaped the crash site. She says Tuesday began just like any other day. Her family parked in a minivan on Grade Lane waiting for her husband to get off of work. She says that right where they were parked, she could see the nose of the plane coming directly at them. Now, Mary Ballinger's husband, Terry Ballinger, has worked at Embry's Auto Parts for 17 years. Mary says she had a car full of kids on Grade Lane, and when they heard the explosion, she shielded her children from the fire. She says her husband, who was just off in the distance at the exit door of his building, dropped to his knees and said, "My wife, my kids, they're gone."
Where the plane turned is right where we were sitting. Had that plane not have curved and turned, I wouldn't be standing here to tell you this story. The nose was so close, we seen it so clear, that it makes me wonder, did those pilots see us standing there and they turned that plane?
This is the minivan that the family escaped in. You can see jet fuel has stained the paint of the car. There's this sneaker print of her 6-year-old son embedded in the floor mats from the heat. Mary also pointed out that there were power lines that wrapped around the van, and you could see some of that damage here in this video. Now, for families like the Ballingers, Mayor Craig Greenberg has said that there will be a community resource center available to families who have been impacted by this plane crash to get some more information about resources that could be helpful to them during this recovery, and we'll be sure to share those details as they become public. We're live in Louisville. Alexandra Goldberg, WHAS 11 on your side.
All right, Alexandra, thank you so much for that incredible story there. We will continue to follow this story as we learn more details, of course. You can follow along by downloading the free WHAS 11 app or on WHAS11.com. You can also get the latest by watching the free WHAS 11 Plus app. All right, let's go over to Mallory for first look at the forecast and what we can expect for tomorrow. A little bit warmer.
Yes, we are expecting a high tomorrow right around 60 degrees, so that's much closer to our average for this time of year. Obviously, yesterday we had highs just in the low to mid 30s. Today we're in the low to mid 40s, so a little bit better. But as we take a live look from our Midway University camera, part of our Shriners Children's Camera Network, you can tell it has been a breezy day out there. And because of that, yes, we do have wind chills that are even colder in the upper 20s and 30s across the area. That's because we're dealing with these wind gusts anywhere between about 15 to 25 miles per hour or so. And though the winds are coming in from the south and southwest, trying to usher in some warmer air, it still does give us that wind chill factor that we are dealing with today. We do have a lot of dry air in place. Those dew points are in the teens, so that means all of this activity that we're seeing on the radar, most of it is not reaching the ground. A lot of it is evaporating before it reaches the ground, so maybe a couple of sprinkles here or there, a couple of flurries off to our north. But for the most part, we're just expecting mostly cloudy skies through this evening, and those clouds will decrease tonight. But you can tell not a huge difference between our afternoon highs today in the low to mid 40s and our overnight lows tonight. That will just be dipping down into the mid to upper 30s. Now by tomorrow, we are expecting a warmer day, still a little bit chilly at the bus stop in the morning, but with more sunshine for the afternoon and a westerly wind, we're expecting those highs in the upper 50s and lower 60s, trending even warmer for the weekend. We'll talk much more about when we could hit 70 degrees. That's coming up in our 7-day forecasts. Connie.
All right, it's up and down. Thank you, Mallory. Well, the holiday season is right around the corner, and Louisville is getting ready to light it up. Mayor Craig Greenberg announced details today for this year's Light Up Louisville celebration powered by LG&E. The annual event takes place Saturday, December 6th at Jefferson Square Park from 3 until 9 p.m. Families can enjoy live entertainment, local shopping, and free holiday activities, including photos with Santa, train rides, and the Lots of Lights parade at 6 p.m.
It's a great another event to showcase our community spirit and to come together in community spirit during this time. Admission is free, and downtown Louisville will be incredibly vibrant.
The mayor says admission is free, as you just heard, and with special thanks to city employees, volunteers, and sponsors who help make the event possible. Seeds are being planted for a second microforest in Jefferson County. It's today's Reason to Smile, and it's next. And coming up tonight on the WHAS11 Plus lineup at 8, our special report, Bashir in Nebraska. Doug Proffitt and Isaiah Kim Martinez lead our coverage discussing that recent trip by Kentucky Governor Andy Bashir and his political aspirations. At 9:15 on this Veterans Day, we bring you a double feature on the honor flight with salute to service and sacrifice. First, our Brooke Hash takes a look back at our Emmy Award-winning documentary, and then it's followed at 10:15 by Honor Flight Mission Recognition. Download on your TV and watch for free.
And here's a check of today's Kentucky Lottery jackpots. Mega Millions, $900 million. Powerball, $512 million.
The Kentucky Lottery, funding education for over 1 million Kentucky students.
Mira Joy, the overwhelming relief after Miralax helps you go. Miralax works naturally with the water in your body. Miralax, free your gut to free your mood.
For more fiber per serving than any other gummy, try Mira Fiber.
Exhaustipated, when you're tired of your backed up gut and you need fast relief. New MiraFast works naturally with your body in as little as 30 minutes. New MiraFast acts faster, works gently.
Are you prepared? Scan the code on your screen now and never be in the dark again with the Rescue Volt 7-in-1 power station.
It can charge my phone, right?
The Rescue Volt is a USB power bank, plus a flashlight, AM/FM, and weather-band emergency radio.
That's great and all, but I just wanted to make sure it will charge my phone.
It powers up 3 ways with built-in USB, solar panel, even a hand crank.
So you mean our phones will always be charged so we can still doom scroll in a power outage?
The Rescue Volt 7-in-1 power station is travel-sized and ready for any emergency. And yes, it charges your phone too.
Okay, great, because I got to post to my socials.
This is a limited time TV offer and makes a great gift. Scan the code on your screen and get your Rescue Volt 7-in-1 power station today.
On weather impact alert days, stay informed, prepared, and connected with WHAS11 and WHAS11 Plus. Coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you. Watch extended weather coverage on WHAS11 Plus.
Fresh pineapple is delicious, but cutting exact rings is impossible. Now, you can make rings with ease. Introducing the Pineapple Ring Master. Simply slice the top off a fresh pineapple, then align the Pineapple Ring Master around the core and twist. With each turn, the rings are cut in a spiral right down to the base. Give it a pull, and you're a ring master! Plus, you've got a perfect pineapple cup for serving your favorite tropical drink. Scan the code on your screen now and get your Pineapple Ring Master today.
The WHAS 11 Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust on your time.
Big issues in Louisville that you certainly care about.
Track how the weather will impact your day.
This is all snow here.
Extended, continuous coverage of breaking news, live from the scene. Go deeper with in-depth interviews and exclusive reporting. All the local news you need, live or on demand. WHAS 11 Plus. Complete coverage of your local news, weather, and more.
Alberta Jones Park is about to get a bit greener, and it's our reason to smile today. The Parks Alliance of Louisville says it's planting seeds for the first microforest in that park, marking the first of its kind in West Louisville and the second in the city of Louisville. The Christina Lee Brown Envirome Institute planted a microforest in Founder Square back in May, you may remember.
So this microforest is going to be doing a lot of things for Alberta Jones Park. Not only creating a beautiful buffer from the transportation area, but help increase a greener, healthier Louisville.
And the nonprofit hopes the new microforest will have more than 500 trees and shrubs on about 20 acres of vacant property inside the park. The goal is to study the growth rates and human impact of the two forests. And in a bonus reason to smile, the Louisville Zoo is getting a new maned wolf. Chris is from Wichita, Kansas. This will mark the return of the maned wolf to the zoo. Chris will celebrate its 8th birthday with the zoo on November 2nd. The zoo says Chris is exploring the habitat on his own, but the zoo plans to introduce a female wolf soon. And we want to see what makes you smile. Email us your photos and videos to reasontosmile@WHAS11.com. Tell us what your story's about. You might just see yourself on WHAS 11 News at 4. Canada loses its elimination status when it comes to the measles. That's due to a new outbreak there. That story when we come back.
And taking you out to our roads with our Trimar cameras on this Tuesday afternoon. The main accident I'm tracking is on I-64 westbound. You can see the backup there at Cannons Lane, so it may take you a little bit longer to get where you need to go. Otherwise, the Gene Snyder 65 and the Watterson flowing along pretty smoothly for this time of day. We'll take another look at our 7-day forecast coming up after the break.
We here at PDS Optical are a full-service wholesale optical lab in the fortunate position to be manufacturing eyewear for our nation's veterans. We accept the veteran at the VA at the optical shop, and we manufacture the glasses from the beginning to the end and ship it directly to the veteran's house. Year to date, we are just about to cross 1.5 million pairs of eyewear for the year. So quality is first and foremost in our mission statement here. Our veterans deserve the best affordable, high-quality eyewear just due to their sacrifice for our country and our nation. And we make sure that we deliver on that promise to the veteran in a number of ways. We invest in our automation here, we invest in our people here, we invest in our training here, and every step of the process, as you'll see in the manufacturing process, checks itself against each other, and we make sure that we put out the best product possible for the veteran. We love to get involved in the community here in Louisville, and we have an event coming up on November 13th. both here at PDS Optical at the Optical Lab and at our retail location, Correct Optical, over on Dutchman's Lane. We will be taking donations of non-perishable food items and sweaters that we will donate to our veterans in need at our local VA facility. We also do some work with VIPS, or the Visually Impaired Preschool Service, here close to the lab, and we make eyewear for free for all of their little kids. If you are not a veteran, you can go to our retail location over on Dutchman's Lane, 4036 Dutchman's Lane. That's Correct Optical. And we've got a great selection of frames, and we will do the manufacturing right here in Louisville. And if you are a veteran, you'll get your eyewear benefits served through the local VA facility. We're very fortunate here to be able to serve those who served us. And that's something we believe very strongly in, is serving those who served us with pride, with dignity, and with service. And we are lucky to not just have careers making eyeglasses, which is a noble cause for anybody, but we have the vocation of, making eyewear for veterans of all people. And we're very, very proud to do that.
Mirajoy, the overwhelming relief after Miralax helps you go. Miralax works naturally with the water in your body. Miralax, free your gut to free your mood.
For more fiber per serving than any other gummy, try Mira Fiber.
This time of year, it's all or nothing. And your Toyota dealer has all you need to pull you through the rain, snow, and mud that's headed our way, including more all-wheel drive choices, like the family favorite Toyota Highlander, or the bigger, more powerful Grand Highlander. Both are built right here in the USA. Now, get a new 25 Highlander or Grand Highlander with 4.75 APR financing. Get all you need at your Toyota dealer now. Toyota, let's go places.
Exhaustipated, when you're tired of your backed up gut and you need fast relief. New MiraFast works naturally with your body in as little as 30 minutes. New MiraFast acts faster, works gently.
Around here, it's all or nothing. That's why Toyota has more all-wheel drive choices. Now, during Toyota Truck Month, save on the best-selling Tacoma. Get a new 25 Tacoma with 2.99 APR financing, or lease one for $259 a month. Toyota, let's go places.
Where is the TV remote? How many times have you heard that? Well, scan the code on your screen now, because the searching is over. The Remote Tote is a multi-pocket armrest organizer. It can hold all your remotes, snacks, phones, glasses, books, whatever you want. All your couch needs right at hand. It folds up so it's easy to store and easy to clean. Stop searching and start watching with the Remote Tote. Scan the code on your screen now to take advantage of this special TV offer. Get your Remote Tote today.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, stay informed, prepared, and connected with WHAS11 and WHAS11 Plus. Coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you. Watch extended weather coverage on WHAS11 Plus.
Are you prepared? Scan the code on your screen now and never be in the dark again with the Rescue Volt 7 in 1 power station.
It can charge my phone, right?
The Rescue Volt is a USB power bank, plus a flashlight, AM/FM, and weather-band emergency radio.
That's great and all, but I just wanted to make sure it will charge my phone.
It powers up 3 ways with built-in USB, solar panel, even a hand crank.
So you mean our phones will always be charged so we can still doom scroll in a power outage?
The Rescue Volt 7 in 1 power station is travel-sized and ready for any emergency. And yes, it charges your phone too.
Okay, great, because I got to post to my socials.
This is a limited time TV offer and makes a great gift. Scan the code on your screen and get your Rescue Volt 7 in 1 power station today.
The American dream for some time was working in your 20s to save up and get a house by your 30s. But now the median home buying age is a lot later nationwide. Our Indianapolis sister station, WTHR's Allison Gormley, explains.
First-time home buyers are getting older, with the typical age now around 40.
They're probably dealing with student loans, their rents have been going up, groceries cost more.
Jeff Ostrowski with Bankrate said those bills are just part of the burden.
The big reason that people are waiting longer is that home prices are at record highs.
The number of first-time buyers is also down.
For a long time, first-timers made up like maybe a third of the housing market. Now they're way down to the low 20s.
If you're looking to buy in the near future, buyer, consider putting down less than 20%.
A $400,000 home price, probably most first-time buyers don't have 80 grand sitting around, so nothing wrong with putting down 10%, 5%.
Also, be prepared to make some sacrifices on location, size, and neighborhood to fit in your budget.
And as of September, the median home price in central Indiana was $315,000 with an average rate mortgage of 6.34%. And right now, the average wedding price is about $33,000. That's up 20% compared to 5 years ago. This is according to wedding marketplace The Knot. The upward trend is expected to continue in part because of the Trump administration's tariffs. Roughly 20% of vendors say charges on non-U.S. countries have caused their prices to go up for items including dresses, rings, and cake ingredients. According to analysts, 1/3 of engaged couples say they have concerns about paying for their special day. Yep, a lot of concerns about financial things lately, but the weather is getting better.
Yes.
Here.
That is a positive.
Yeah.
So, you know, we had that taste of winter yesterday, still very chilly today. If you're heading to the U of L UK game, you'll still need to bundle up for your time into the Yum Center there. But temperatures tomorrow, we're back up near 60 degrees. And then as we mentioned earlier, we could hit 70 on Saturday. So up and down we go here. Overnight lows just last night or this morning were in the 20s with wind chills in the teens. We're getting a little bit of everything this week. Clouds will gradually decrease tonight, mostly clear and chilly. It will be warmer with more sunshine, but still breezy on Wednesday. So even though we will have that high temperature around 60 degrees, it will come with a westerly wind gusting up to about 25 miles per hour. And then yes, thanks to a ridge of high pressure, we could hit 70 degrees by Saturday. And you can see that here with the temperature trend. So we had that big trough over the eastern half of the country, bringing us all of that winter chill Sunday into Monday. That has quickly pushed off to the east and northeast, allowing things to thaw out ever so slightly today, but we're really going to start feeling that difference beginning tomorrow with highs in the 50s and 60s. As I mentioned, that ridge of high pressure moving overhead by Saturday with a high around 70 degrees. And then we are looking at some kind of pattern change Sunday or early next week. The latest model runs as of this afternoon trending a little bit drier for Sunday, but some rain chances look to return next week, a more active pattern with those highs returning to the 50s. Right now, still cold, 44 degrees in Louisville, 36 in Cincinnati, where they had about 2 inches of snow yesterday, I believe, 38 in Indianapolis, 50 down in Bowling Green, and 40 currently in Lexington. Your satellite and radar, we do have some activity on the radar, but thanks to dry air in place, most of this is not actually reaching the ground. So we're still caught under mostly cloudy to partly sunny skies. A couple of sprinkles can't be ruled out. But once again, these dew points in the teens really helping evaporate any kind of moisture that we are seeing on the radar there. So we'll hold the chance for a couple of sprinkles here or there as we carry on throughout this evening. Otherwise, expect those clouds to decrease with overnight lows not budging too much compared to where we are right now. We're expecting lows in the upper 30s for many of us. Tomorrow, sunshine, westerly winds, high temperatures in the upper 50s and lower 60s. But as I mentioned, that westerly wind could gust 20 to about 25 miles per hour. So it will come with a catch tomorrow, but those temperatures should be noticeably warmer and that sunshine should feel quite nice. Similar temperatures on Thursday, a high of 59 degrees. Then we could see a passing shower Friday morning. Otherwise, partly sunny with a high of 65. We're up to 70 on Saturday. And then once again, that pattern change looks to arrive sometime Sunday into early next week. That could bring showers, maybe even a few thunderstorms from time to time. That could drop our temperatures back into the 50s. And overnight lows not nearly as bitterly cold as they have been, ranging from the 30s tonight and tomorrow night to the 50s Friday night and Saturday night. Connie.
All right. Thank you so much, Mallory. A large ongoing outbreak of measles has resulted in Canada losing its measles elimination status this week. This is according to the Public Health Agency of Canada. The U.S. hasn't yet lost its measles elimination status, but rising cases and declining vaccinations are a concern for public health officials. Mandy Gaither explains why experts say measles is making a comeback.
In Canada, as of last month, more than 5,000 cases of measles were reported for the year. That's more than twice as many as the previous 25 years combined, and has led to the loss of the country's measles elimination status. Some worry the status in the United States isn't far behind.
We have seen quite the dramatic increase in measles really across the North America.
Dr. Keisha Davis with the American Academy of Family Physicians says measles is a serious respiratory illness characterized by a sore throat, high fever, cough, and a rash on the body. Serious complications in severe cases include pneumonia, brain swelling, even death, and the virus is highly contagious.
9 out of 10 people that are exposed to someone with measles, if they are not vaccinated, 9 out of 10 of them are expected to contract measles. That's quite a high number.
The latest CDC data reports 1,681 confirmed measles cases in the U.S. this year as of November 4th. Of those, 92% were unvaccinated or had an unknown vaccination status.
It's very concerning that we are seeing this illness to be on the rise, especially when we know that there are very simple steps that can be done to prevent it.
Davis says vaccination against measles is the best protection. It's typically given to children between 12 and 15 months of age, with the second dose given at 4 to 6 years old.
We really do encourage folks to get that vaccine.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
The CDC says older children, adolescents, and adults who don't have evidence of measles immunity also need 1 or 2 doses of the vaccine. They're given at least 28 days apart. Well, flu season cases overseas are raising concerns. Here in the U.S., in the U.K., flu season is hitting doctors' offices and hospitals 1 month earlier than usual. Cases are 3 times higher than the same time last year. In Japan, some schools have been forced to close this year. Doctors say the government shutdown is a significant challenge, with the CDC not updating its data for weeks.
We're starting to see a low rise in places like Georgia and Hawaii, but we're also flying blind because we don't have the same data we once did about flu. So getting that vaccine now to protect against a potentially early flu season is absolutely critical.
And here in the U.S., 280 children died from the flu last season. This is the lightest level, though, since 2009. The vaccine is recommended for everyone over the age of 6 months. That does it for us here at 4. Here's what's coming up next on WHAS11 News at 5. It's been 1 week since the deadly UPS cargo plane crash at Ali International. We've got Mayor Craig Greenberg live in studio next to talk about the city's response to the tragedy and how we are coming together to remember the victims.
Exhaustipated. When you're tired of your backed up gut and you need fast relief. New MiraFast works naturally with your body in as little as 30 minutes. New MiraFast acts faster, works gently.
Developing story here at 4. The bomb squad called in to assist at an East Louisville hotel.
This is still very much an active scene.
An RV fire on 65 South causing some major backups. 4 people were shot early this morning at a Clarksville apartment complex.
Major fire destroyed 2 beloved businesses.
We have lines of storms.
We're paying close attention to all those threats.
Live or on demand, right here on WHAS 11+.
MiraJoy, the overwhelming relief after Miralax helps you go. Miralax works naturally with the water in your body. Miralax, free your gut to free your mood.
For more fiber per serving than any other gummy, try Mira Fiber.
Are you tired of shopping bags tipping over in your car? You need the Auto Anchor. Perfect for commuters, parents, or anyone on the go. The Auto Anchor installs in seconds on the post of the headrest and even works as a phone holder for hands-free viewing in the back seat. Scan the code on your screen to order right now. And with this special TV offer, if you buy one, you will get 3 for free. That's right, a full set for your car. The Auto Anchor is strong and durable and fits most vehicles. Scan the code on your screen and get your Auto Anchor today.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, stay informed, prepared, and connected with WHAS 11 and WHAS 11+. Coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you. Watch extended weather coverage on WHAS 11+.
Hey, do you dread scrubbing away stubborn dirt and stains? I used to, until I found the Spinny Scrub. Let me show you why this little powerhouse is a total game changer. You can also scan the code on the screen now and find out more. This is the Spinny Scrub, your new best friend when it comes to cleaning. It's got a powerful motor that rotates at high speed, so no more scrubbing by hand. It comes with 5 different brush heads, So no matter what you're cleaning, you've got the right tool for the job. From your bathroom tiles to kitchen countertops and more, the Spinny Scrub has you covered. So if you want to make cleaning faster, easier, and way more effective, the Spinny Scrub is your answer. And right now, if you order today, you'll get 20% off. Trust me, your cleaning routine will never be the same. Go ahead, scan the code on your screen right now and get yours today. You'll thank me later.
Right now on WHAS11 News at 5, 1 week later, we have team coverage of the devastating UPS crash. We're back in South Louisville, and at 5:13 in this newscast, the time the plane was last in the air, we will be bringing you our look at this trying week.
Also, Mayor Craig Greenberg has been meeting with families since the crash. He's also with us on this night 1 week later. He will be here live in just a few minutes.
Plus, we're also honoring Veterans Day on this Tuesday, November 11th. We're going to bring you the Vietnam War Memorial in Frankfort today. It has now been 1 week since the deadly UPS cargo jet crash in Louisville. The crash taking 14 lives and putting so many others on pause.
And today, we learned the names of 2 more victims from the crash,
including 3 employees of Grade A Auto in the direct path of the wreckage. CEO Sean Garber telling us families of Megan Washburn, John Laux, and an unnamed 3rd employee have now been identified. They are among the dead, and they are among the 9 that we know for sure were identified as victims,
including 3-year-old Kimberly Ossa and her grandfather Lou Fedden. U of L School of Business named their alum Matt Sweets as one of the victims who later died in the hospital, and the 3 pilots, of course, on board the aircraft: Captain Richard Wartenberg, First Officer Lee Truitt, and International Relief Officer Captain Dana Diamond.
Our Ian Hardwitt is joining us live right now from outside the crash site. And Ian, you've seen this change throughout the week. What is new today?
Doug, the police officers right behind me tell me that this is one of the busiest days they've seen since they've been posted here at the barricade. We were actually over there just earlier today, but they told us we needed to move across the street. They were worried we would get run over as all the big equipment keeps going inside of here to bring out some of that wreckage. We talked to a business owner who's still been out of work since the last week. Cranes come into the UPS crash site as oil is constantly pumped out of a nearby ditch.
We got catastrophe over here.
Sabit Aliyev just left trucking and started a mechanic shop here south of Louisville's airport.
1 month, we just got open, that's it. To get a shop and, be home with kids, the main goal.
More time with your family.
Yeah, but trucking is no life. It's only trucking.
He took this video running for his life as jet fuel ignited recycled oil nearby.
I was over there today. It's not gonna be easy, just sweep around stuff, it's a big thing. It's a lot of tanks laying around, all that messed up. You cannot call that business. It's like great.
Now each takeoff reminds him of the crash.
I think I have maybe a, what you call the PTSD thing?
Aliyev wonders when he can go back to work. He's got 3 kids and a wife back home.
My wife, she will ask, where's the money? How I'm gonna answer? My garbage needs to be paid. Yeah. My mortgage needs to be paid. If my shop's doors open, I make money. If they're closed, I don't make money though,
The earliest estimate on returning is within the next week. Aliyev hasn't heard anything concrete.
I think they're gonna open it up pretty soon so we can get back to work if we can.
But it's a big if his family relies on. Now, as far as the big companies out here, the UPS freight facility and Ford's Louisville assembly plant over here, you can barely tell that grade lanes even closed if you were just to count the sheer amount of semi-traffic over here. As far as the smaller businesses in the industrial park south of the airport, Louisville Mayor Craig Greenberg said a hotline would be set up for those business owners today. Actually, we asked for an update on that. he said that his office was still waiting on some information from a contractor out here at the crash site. I'm live with photojournalist Connie Offit, Ian Hardwitt for WHAS11. On your side, Doug, Connie.
The first thing that we're proposing to use with these additional surplus funds is to invest in our public safety, to improve our public safety and invest in our first responders. Investments like much needed resources in our infrastructure for our emergency management services.
And you're hearing from Louisville Mayor Craig Greenberg announcing that he will use some of the city's nearly $10 million budget surplus to support the city's first responders.
Many of those first responders were on the scene during last week's devastating cargo plane crash, and the mayor says the investment will go toward improved resources, facilities, equipment, and technology. And he first told us how bad this was going to be last Tuesday night, and Louisville Mayor Craig Greenberg has been meeting with the families. We thank you for coming in and spending this time with us here 1 week later. You heard Ian talk about that phone number that you were hoping to get. You now have it.
I do. I'm literally looking at my phone here because it was just texted to me. It's just been finalized. It will open up here in about an hour. It's 502-473-5271. That's 473-5271. And that's a number that we've established where impacted businesses, other victims who have survived, that are looking for help, that want to make sure they're registered so that all of the parties involved know who they are and can provide help. That's a number to call. We'll have a physical location starting tomorrow that we'll announce soon, but that's a number that everyone can call throughout the community.
Mayor, you're just talking about the budget surplus going for first responders. Can you be more specific about what kinds of things you're talking about?
Sure. Well, first, I mean, I've heard from the leadership of the NTSB. I've heard from people around the community, other federal officials, other people from around the state, and everyone says the same thing, that our first responders are truly world-class here in Louisville. We're fortunate. And part of that is because we've supported them. And so I want to make sure that whenever there's an opportunity to reinvest in our first responders, that we do that. And that's what I announced earlier today. So some of the things are communication is key during these, right in the aftermath of these tragedies and on a daily basis as well. And so we have some aging communications infrastructure that we need to improve. Some of it is related to the quality of the hard lines. Some of it is their radios. Our fire trucks are old and some of them are antiquated. This gives us the opportunity to buy a new fire truck and also some additional funds so that we can speed up the recruiting process to get more police officers on the street. Those are some of the areas. There's also money for violence prevention initiatives for our parks system as well, more lighting in parks to make them safer. A lot of it is focused on improving public safety.
Let's go back to the week we just experienced. The number of missing, you've been clarifying that.
Yes.
There are no more missing persons reports.
To our knowledge right now, Doug, there are no more. As we understand it, there are 14 individuals who have died as a result of this crash. One died after being transported to U of L Hospital. You mentioned Sean Garber and Grade A Auto Parts earlier. Sunday night, I was with that whole entire Grade A family and families of the deceased, other families there. And I heard some true stories of heroism, of Grade A employees that helped others survive. They helped transport individuals to the ambulances so they could get to the hospital first. So one victim did die at U of L Hospital. 13 other bodies have been located on the scene. As you also reported earlier, the coroner has started the identification process. And as soon as all of the families have been notified, we will then make all of the names public.
Any update today on where the coroner is? How many more?
Well, I know our coroner, Joanne Farmer, is working rapidly. I just spoke to her a couple of hours ago, and as soon as she's complete with that, I expect a call, and we'll let the public know right away.
Okay. Do you get a sense, excuse me, of how the community is moving forward? Tonight's the big U of L game. People are coming together. That's right. Coaches will be wearing black ribbons.
And I think that's very appropriate. I do think it's very helpful for our grieving and then healing process to come together as a community, whether it was at the Veterans Day Parade on Saturday, events like the U of L UK game tonight, Light Up Louisville, which I just announced for the first Saturday in December in a couple of weeks. Coming together as a community makes us stronger, gives us the opportunity to support and comfort one another, and we can rally around, whether it's the Cards or the Cats tonight. It'll certainly be the Cards for me, but whatever your choice. It's a great opportunity. Hopefully the first sellout in many years in Yum Center. It will be a great show, and I'm proud that the teams are wearing black ribbons in honor of those who we've lost.
And Mayor, just real briefly, Ian had mentioned the business owners out there. We're getting more and more of those business owners in as the days go on.
That's right.
You've seen some more.
We have, and they should all call this number as well. I know our first responders are working to get them access to their buildings as quickly as possible. We want them to be able to reopen. We have to put public safety first.
Sure.
There were wires that were downed as a result of this. There's still some contaminated materials out there that have to be washed off, but we're trying to shrink the restricted area as much as possible so that business along Grade Lane and others can resume as quickly as possible. Okay. We know livelihoods are, depend on it.
Well, thank you for coming in, your continued leadership on this. We've been through too many of these, as you know. Too many tragedies.
Thank you all very much.
So we appreciate it. Coming up, continuing to update you on this story over the weeks to come as we learn more information.
And of course, the best way to continue getting these updates on air is by downloading our WHAS11 Plus app on your smart TV. You can download that for free right now. All right, let's go over to Mallory for a check of the forecast, and much colder today.
No more snow flurries today.
No more snow flurries, but we've got a warm-up coming.
Yes, we do have a big warm-up on the way for the rest of the week beginning tomorrow. So today, starting off with that live look outside from our First Savings Bank camera from over in Jeffersonville. This is part of our Shriners Children's Camera Network. We've had peaks of sunshine here or there throughout the course of the day today. You can see that trying to shine in along the horizon here. Should make for a really nice sunset here in about a half hour. But temperatures have been running about 15 degrees colder than average, in the low to mid 40s, feeling like the 30s, and that's even with a southerly wind. So winds from the south and southwest trying to warm things up, about 10 degrees warmer than yesterday. But of course, it feels a lot colder than that once you factor in the wind chill. And we're still dealing with wind gusts anywhere between about 15 to 20 miles per hour. We've had some activity on the radar today, but because the air is so dry at the surface, most of that is not reaching the ground. Can't rule out a couple of sprinkles this evening. Otherwise, expect those clouds to gradually decrease and temperatures not budging all too much, dropping down into the lower 40s to upper 30s by early tomorrow morning. But yes, as we mentioned, by tomorrow afternoon, we're back up into the upper 50s and lower 60s. We're turning even warmer for the weekend. We'll take a look at that 7-day forecast coming up shortly.
Mallory, thank you. Right after this on this newscast, we're going to look back on this tough week for so many of us. The last recorded data from the UPS jet came at 5:13 p.m. last Tuesday, in the air moments from now.
And as we head to break, here's a check of today's Kentucky Lottery jackpots. Mega Millions, $900 million. Powerball, $512 million.
The Kentucky Lottery, funding education for over 1 million Kentucky students.
Exhaustipated. When you're tired of your backed up gut and you need fast relief. New MiraFast works naturally with your body in as little as 30 minutes. New MiraFast acts faster, works gently.
If you've ever tried to clean a garlic press, you're going to love this. Introducing the Great Garlic. No chunks, no squeeze, no stuck pieces. It's faster, cleaner. If you cook even a little bit, you're going to need one of these. Scan the code on your screen now.
Introducing the Great Garlic, your ultimate kitchen companion. Just place a peeled clove of garlic under the grate, rock it back and forth, and say goodbye to tedious chopping and messy mincing. Scan now and find out for yourself just how great the Great Garlic is.
Developing story here at 4, the bomb squad called in to assist at an East Louisville hotel.
This is still very much an active scene.
An RV fire on 65 South causing some major backups.
4 people were shot early this morning at a Clarksville apartment complex.
Major fire destroyed 2 beloved businesses.
We have lines of storms.
We're paying close attention to all those threats.
Live or on demand, right here on WHAS 11+.
Scan the code on your screen now and see why the Flash Force Tactical Flashlight has everyone talking. Definitely 10 out of 10. More powerful than I expected. Absolutely brilliant. I've got 3 more in my basket to get. Awesome. Excellent. The best flashlight ever bought. Hurry, this is a limited time TV offer. Scan the code on your screen now and get your Flash Force Tactical Flashlight today.
On weather impact alert days, stay informed, prepared, and connected with WHAS11 and WHAS11 Plus. Coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you. Watch extended weather coverage on WHAS11 Plus.
Are you tired of shopping bags tipping over in your car? You need the Auto Anchor. Perfect for commuters, parents, or anyone on the go. The Auto Anchor installs in seconds on the post of the headrest and even works as a phone holder for hands-free viewing in the back seat. Scan the code on your screen to order right now. And with this special TV offer, if you buy one, you will get 3 for free. That's right, a full set for your car. The Auto Anchor is strong and durable and fits most vehicles. Scan the code on your screen and get your Auto Anchor today.
Rejoining you right now at 5:13. It was exactly 1 week ago the UPS jet was in the air in its final short moments, at this time reaching only 100 feet in the air. 5:13, the last recorded time by the flight recorder.
Less than a minute of flight time, and then it crashed. And tonight, WHAS11 photojournalist Jessica Farley takes us back to that moment that has changed so many lives.
Huge explosion. Rock, believes to be a plane crash.
It was a Tuesday at 5:15 in the afternoon.
There was a big ball of fire, and you could feel it then.
And it is going to change people's lives in this community forever.
All I could see was a huge fireball.
Did everybody make it out? No. The skies over Louisville looked apocalyptic.
Devastating beyond words.
Debris falling, ash falling.
As soon as you close your eyes, the flames is in front of you.
The emergency personnel, the first responders.
As soon as I was in my car on the way there, you could see this tremendous column.
The Oklahoma Fire Department, who ran head first into a blaze that's hotter than hell and raining down oil.
It's with a heavy heart that I announced that an additional victim has been located at the crash site this evening. That brings the total number of known victims to 14.
I've seen it time and time again. We are strong people.
This hurts. Go home and hug your kids. Go home and hug your loved ones tonight.
The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want.
I wrote on every one of the crosses to let the families know there is people that care.
We pray for each of the victims' families and pray that no additional victims are lost.
My heart hurts for the people. Families that lost family, the businesses that was destroyed. It's just sad.
We Louisvillians will put our arms around you and love you and be there for you.
Together we'll get through it.
We love you and are so grateful for your work. We know that you're trying to make it better for everyone. Louisville loves you.
And yes, we do. And Connie, I talked to so many people this week here on this day. They've described the week as almost standing still, that it just didn't move. It's hard to believe we're now 1 week later.
I think it's just that surreal feeling, still that feeling of being in shock that this has actually happened here. It still kind of doesn't seem like it did, except for to those families, of course to all of us, but when you saw that smoke and the folks that were worried about their families and wondering if they were involved in it when they saw what was happening out there, I just cannot imagine. And our hearts, of course, go out to them as they will be dealing with this for a long time to come.
Very well said, very well said.
Well, our coverage is still underway of what has become Louisville's worst air disaster. Download the free WHAS11 app or follow along on WHAS11.com to stay up to date on all the latest details on this developing story.
And to our weather now. This morning we did start off with temperatures in the 20s. Once again, similar case to yesterday. Wind chills this morning dipped down into the teens. Our low in Louisville, 27 degrees with a feels like temperature of 19. But by Saturday, yes, of this week, we are forecasting a high of 70. We were near that last Saturday. We're going to be up to that again this Saturday. So the ups and downs we've been feeling here lately are continuing onward. Today, we've topped out in the mid 40s, so still running about 15 degrees colder than average. We'll be right around our climate normals Wednesday and Thursday. And then you can see this warming trend on the way thanks to a ridge of high pressure moving over the Ohio Valley by this weekend. 70 degrees on Saturday, and we're expecting mid-60s on either side of that Friday and Sunday. Not looking at much in the way of rain or snow chances anytime soon. We could see a passing shower on Friday during the morning hours. Sunday's rain chances are trending a little bit drier at this point, but it does look like we will enter a bit more of an active weather pattern by next week. That could bring back the chance for showers and a few thunderstorms and also cool things back off for us. In the meantime, though, satellite and radar, we've had some activity you can see popping up here, but the good news is a lot of this not reaching the ground. We have some dry air in place, so a lot of this is virga, or the version of snow here where it evaporates before it reaches the ground. May see a couple of sprinkles here or there, especially for areas off to our north. But in addition to the cold air we've had in place, we also have dry air in place. You might be feeling this with dew points in the teens. So most of us looking to stay dry and chilly throughout this evening. Currently sitting at 44 degrees in Louisville, 50 down in Bowling Green, 40 in Lexington. A lot more 30s off to our north and northeast. It's 39 in Indianapolis, 37 in Cincinnati, where they got some measurable snowfall yesterday. And that milder air, it's just off to our west and southwest. So as we get more of a westerly wind in here tomorrow, we are expecting those temperatures to rebound. Your hour-by-hour futurecast through this evening. Once again, most of this not reaching the ground. Couple sprinkles here or there. Clouds will decrease throughout the evening hours, and temperatures won't drop too much from our highs that we're feeling right now to our overnight lows tonight. That's because we have this wind coming in from the west and southwest. Still pretty breezy overnight, so we could have a wind chill. Now heading into the day tomorrow, we're going to have some nice sunshine returning to the forecast. It should be a nice day overall with temperatures in the upper 50s and lower 60s. Really the one catch for our Wednesday will be some wind gusts here. So we are expecting a westerly wind, and we could have gusts anywhere between about 20 to 25 miles per hour, but otherwise a nice sunny day. And as I mentioned, those high temperatures topping out right around normal. We are expecting overnight lows tomorrow night back in the 30s. Similar high temperatures for Thursday under partly cloudy skies, 59 degrees, an overnight low of 40. And then on Friday, we could have a passing shower primarily during the morning hours. Still expecting to warm into the 60s for the afternoon hours. You'll notice here our overnight lows not nearly as chilly at that point, with lows in the 50s. There's your warmest day of the week on Saturday, thanks to the ridge of high pressure overhead, 70 degrees, looking dry. If you like the warm weather, that day is certainly for you, because we are looking at a pattern change Sunday into next week. Not looking at a repeat in terms of the Arctic chill that we had this past week, Sunday and Monday, but still a change in pattern that could bring some showers, maybe a few storms to the area, and those highs dropping down into the 50s with lows back in the 40s. Doug.
Thank you, Mallory. It is Veterans Day, and the Commonwealth is honoring those who fought for our freedom in so many ways. Hear from two Vietnam veterans remembering the lives taken too early.
Wish you could yell at mosquitoes to stay off your skin? Now you can with Skeeto Band. This tech marvel harnesses sound waves to create an invisible shield. No nasty chemicals or odor. It works up to 130 hours on a single fast charge. Get a cool-looking Skeeto Band for every member of your family. It's the healthy way to yell, "Stay away, mosquitoes."
On Weather Impact Alert Days, stay informed, prepared, and connected with WHAS11 and WHAS11 Plus. Coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you. Watch extended weather coverage on WHAS11 Plus.
Fresh pineapple is delicious, but cutting exact rings is impossible. Now, you can make rings with ease. Introducing the Pineapple Ring Master. Simply slice the top off a fresh pineapple, then align the Pineapple Ring Master around the core and twist. With each turn, the rings are cut in a spiral right down to the base. Give it a pull, and you're a ring master! Plus, you've got a perfect pineapple cup for serving your favorite tropical drink. Scan the code on your screen now and get your Pineapple Ring Master today.
Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear declaring another state of emergency.
There is a certainty of severe storms.
It's continuing to come down, and people across Kentucky are already seeing the impacts.
We've been seeing the damage and distress from residents throughout the night.
Devastating floods and storms ripped through the entire state.
36 houses just destroyed.
1, 2, 3, 4 cars submerged in water.
Stream extended coverage on WHAS11+.
Titanium. Stronger than steel. Lighter than aluminum. Trusted in aerospace, medicine, advanced engineering, and now redefining the way we prepare food at home. The Titanium Edge is prized for its strength, purity, and resilience. Resists corrosion, never absorbs odors, and remains flawlessly food safe without ever breaking down into harmful microplastics. A breakthrough 3-piece cutting board set, double-sided, ultra-lightweight, and built to last. With a sleek, metallic finish that brings modern precision to everyday cooking that's scratch-resistant and dishwasher-safe. From fast weeknight prep to professional-grade slicing, Titanium Edge replaces outdated plastic and fragile wood, delivering a surface as advanced as the material itself. Titanium has taken us to the stars. Now, it transforms your kitchen. Titanium Edge, now available through this exclusive television offer. Scan the code to order now while supplies last.
As long as you say their name, they're not forgotten.
Well, today, veterans and their loved ones are honoring those who served and remembering the many who have fallen.
125,000 Kentuckians served during the Vietnam War, a war that ended in 1975, 50 years ago.
Many didn't come home. WHAS11's Conroy DeLuche spoke with 2 Vietnam veterans still thinking about the friends and futures lost during the war.
Bobby R. Hatfield.
That is just one name.
Frank Dunford, who was killed on 22 October 1967.
Out of more than 1,100.
And James Hall, who was in my platoon during that operation.
Honored at Kentucky's Vietnam Veterans Memorial.
They lost all their summers. They lost all their birthdays. They lost all their families.
The latest added is a Breckinridge County native.
Conrad Wheeler was shot down on 29 October 1969.
Wheeler enlisted in Texas, and it was only last year when a cousin told the memorial board his story.
And we engraved his name on the 28th of October, one day before his casualty.
A significant date and placement because of a unique feature at the memorial, a sundial.
That on the date of their casualty, the shadow will go through their name, giving them an individual Memorial Day as long as we have this sun.
Decades after they served, Jerry Cecil and Frank Canavo now help maintain the site dedicated to the fallen.
It means a lot that we're being acknowledged, that our sacrifice and our efforts have been acknowledged.
On this Veterans Day, Canavo is remembering those killed and the significance of the war.
We were, as a nation, a whole generation of people who, this is the seminal event of our generation. Something that we had in common.
A shared experience, a shared mourning for those who never made it home, and
Francis Cook
for those still missing, whose names are placed so the shadows never fall on them. In Frankfort, Conroy DeLuche, WHAS11, on your side.
There is also a plaque dedicated to those who died after the Vietnam War from injury, effects of Agent Orange, or sadly by suicide.
The Vietnam Wall in Washington, D.C., dedicated to those killed in the war, has more than 58,000 names. And 1 week after the plane crash that rocked our community, we have aviation expert Reed Yaden in studio to talk updates on that investigation. That live interview coming up next here at 5:30.
When it comes to bath time,
Our dogs deserve better. During their most personal moment, show your love with the Bubble Brush. With its built-in shampoo dispenser, the Bubble Brush cleans and soothes your pet's skin while removing dirt and loose fur. Your dog will love it. Chappie gave it a 5 poop rating, our highest honor. Make bath time their most cherished experience with the Bubble Brush.
Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear declaring another state of emergency.
There is a certainty of severe storms.
It's continuing to come down, and people across Kentucky are already seeing the impacts.
We've been seeing the damage and distress from residents throughout the night.
Devastating floods and storms ripped through the entire state.
36 houses just destroyed. 1, 2, 3, 4 cars submerged in water.
Stream extended coverage on WHAS 11+.
Hey, do you dread scrubbing away stubborn dirt and stains? I used to, until I found the Spinny Scrub. Let me show you why this little powerhouse is a total game changer. You can also scan the code on the screen now and find out more. This is the Spinny Scrub, your new best friend when it comes to cleaning. It's got a powerful motor that rotates at high speed, so no more scrubbing by hand. It comes with 5 different brush heads, so no matter what you're cleaning, you've got the right tool for the job. From your bathroom tiles to kitchen countertops and more, the Spinny Scrub has you covered. So if you want to make cleaning faster, easier, and way more effective, the Spinny Scrub is your answer. And right now, if you order today, you'll get 20% off. Trust me, your cleaning routine will never be the same. Go ahead, scan the code on your screen right now and get yours today. You'll thank me later.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, stay informed, prepared, and connected with WHAS 11 and WHAS 11+. Coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you. Watch extended weather coverage on WHAS 11+.
Are you tired of shopping bags tipping over in your car? You need the Auto Anchor. Perfect for commuters, parents, or anyone on the go. The Auto Anchor installs in seconds on the post of the headrest and even works as a phone holder for hands-free viewing in the back seat. Scan the code on your screen to order right now. And with this special TV offer, if you buy one, you will get 3 for free. That's right, a full set for your car. The Auto Anchor is strong and durable and fits most vehicles. Scan the code on your screen and get your Auto Anchor today.
Well, the annual Battle of the Bluegrass is upon us, and unlike most years, it came a little bit earlier this year.
So much earlier, but tonight is more than just about a basketball game, as you can imagine, as all the fans come together in one place. Both schools will also be honoring the victims of last Tuesday's devastating UPS plane crash. And you're taking a live look now at the Yum Center downtown, where fans will soon be arriving to watch the big game, which is tip-off at 8 p.m. WHAS 11's Jose Alonso and photojournalist Aspen Hester are also there reporting live for us tonight.
All right. Well, Jose, the doors don't open until 6:45 for that 8 o'clock game start. But how's the crowd looking early, and how are you noticing some ribbons out there?
Doug, Connie, we haven't specifically seen any fans wearing the ribbons yet. There's still a lot more time until those doors open, like you mentioned. I want to show it to you right here, what we're seeing. A lot of Louisville fans already packed up at the door. I do see some Cats fans and some blue, but for the most part, we're seeing a lot more red than blue out here. But this is all about community. Again, this game tonight about community, as we know that the basketball players and staff on both teams, they plan to wear a black ribbon to remember those who died in last week's UPS airplane crash. Now take a look at what they're going to be wearing. This black ribbon specifically on your screen is what we expect to see around the court tonight. We might also see Cards and Cats fans also wearing this same ribbon. This again meant to honor the 14 victims who died a week ago when the UPS flight 2976 crashed at 5:13 p.m. That was last week. But again, the environment around here, we're still feeling that rivalry, you know, the community coming together. I see them booing each other, but I also see them giving each other high fives and hugs, blue and the red mixing in there. You know, they're going to give it to each other there, but then they're also going to come together because, again, both of these colleges have big ties back here to the Derby City, and of course, the ties back to that tragedy that took place a week ago. But photojournalist Aspen Hester and I, we're going to stick around here and speak with those fans, especially those that are wearing that black ribbon as well. Doug?
Jose, I know you've been talking to people off to the side. What are they telling you about this night? So many Kentucky fans, of course, are from Louisville, impacted just as big as the Louisville fans on this tragedy.
Doug, they're just happy to be here and, again, come together as a community. When it comes to hearing that both teams are going to be wearing these black ribbons, they think that's a good thing. Of course, this is all about community and coming together. But, of course, we're going to hear from more and interview some and show you what they have to say coming up on the night team at 11. Doug, Connie?
Jose, thank you very much. And now we want to move to the ongoing investigation. Our aviation expert, of course, longtime pilot, WHAS11's own Reed Yaden, is right here now to give us an insight as we are now at the 1 week mark.
Thanks for coming.
Lots happened in 1 week, particularly with the investigation, all phase of it. It'll be continuing as we go on. Let's talk about one thing that became very clear. We knew the airplane flies on 3 engines normally. We knew they lost one. It can fly on 1 engine. It can fly on 2 engines, pardon me, with the loss of 1. Well, it didn't fly, so that would indicate there's probably another engine there that developed a problem after the critical point of go, no go. Got a piece of video, you've seen it a lot. We're going to slow-mo this and then stop it at a critical point because I believe the engine on the other wing went into a compressor stall. You can look at it there. And I'm going to run the video again very slow-mo, and you'll see a couple of flashes, white flashes. That's out of the other engine. That's the engine in compressor stall. The engine very well could be making metal as well. Now, here's the aircraft right at the point of rotating, VR, rotate. And that's a critical point. Because at that point, you're going to fly.
What do you mean by making metal?
Destroying itself. The fan blades coming apart in there, so on and so forth. Now, we have another piece of video. I want to show you that just after he lifted off, he wasn't getting any lift. You would pull back on the wheel and set your attitude, and then the power will take you on up. Well, the power wasn't there, and we know what happened subsequently. Now, you may see a couple of flashes here. You got to look real careful. There we are. We highlighted one that you can find. And this video was probably shot from a half a mile away, at least, half or 3/4. If anybody has any more video that we've not seen, I'd like to see it. Please reach out and share it. But the plane lifts off, but he didn't go very far. He didn't get very high. He cleared the airport boundary, and that's about all they got. At that point, there were alarms going off in the airplane, the annunciator panel, all the lights were lighting up. But I believe that number 2 engine on the other side, on the other wing, was making metal. And what makes me think this? Because as they were going down the runway initially, and here's a jet engine, it's a very simple thing. Takes in air, and then it's compressed. Each one of those rotators there gets smaller and compresses the air, puts it in the combustion chamber and lights it off and makes thrust.
So in this graphic, takes in the air from the right of your screen, moving to the left.
Right. Now, what happens is that compressor, I believe, there's thousands of fans in there, little pieces of the fan, wings of the fan, if you will. When it comes apart, that metal is throwing everywhere. We know that the shroud came off of the number 1 engine shortly after the takeoff roll began. And there was a debris field down the runway. So it appears that engine was making metal. How did it impact the other engine, the other wing? Well, the 2 engines hang down the bottom of the airplane, and they're even. Metal from the number 1 engine likely could have been ingested into the engine on the other side.
Is that where the disc ruptured? Okay.
That's what would cause the compressor stall.
It's your belief, and other experts we've had on in the past week believe the pilots did everything correct.
There's no doubt.
And you believe they were continuing still to try to accelerate to get lift, even though they got 100 feet in the air.
They're saying, now bear in mind, all of this compressed down into a matter of seconds. They've got throttles full to the wall, and this thing isn't climbing. They've got alarms going off. They know they lost one engine, but now that it isn't climbing. We've got a problem here. What's going on? And then the airplane, here, I've slow mode this. Here is it lifts off, comes across the outer loop. I'm going to freeze it here. We'll show you the result of that. That's just probably a second or less later.
This is the rooftop of the warehouse. That's the rooftop of the warehouse. The scraping of it,
that's the landing gear that scraped it. And a short time later, the aircraft impacted the ground at 100 plus 80 miles an hour.
Do you believe the investigation, Reed? We've had others who watched Todd Inman's NTSB report on 3 p.m. on Friday, and we had others who came along and said they believe that this will go right back to that 1 month in San Antonio, Texas, where it had sort of a heavy breakdown of maintenance.
Okay.
What does that mean?
First of all, the maintenance was scheduled. It was not an unscheduled maintenance. It's normal. This was a heavy maintenance, which means they disassembled the aircraft to a very, very large degree to inspect things, take all the inspection plates off and look at it. Whether or not anybody did anything wrong there, that's what the NTSB and the FAA will be looking at. Of course, the offshoot of this was UPS and FedEx grounded the fleet, and the FAA followed up and said, everybody's going to ground it.
Thank you.
No passenger service with the MD-11s, hasn't been for years, just strictly freight.
Just strictly, all right. Thank you, Reed, for your expertise. Once again, you'll be joining us down the line on this,
yes, sir.
Especially for the preliminary report, maybe out in 30 days. Louisville's worst air disaster. Download the free WHAS11 app. Follow along with us on WHAS11.com to stay up to date. The latest breaking details on this story.
All right, a big warm-up on the way. Let's go to Mallory right now, who is bringing us some better weather.
Yes.
I can't remember really 70 degrees recently. Is that, that's
it is
not
weird
hot,
now.
But it's going to be a fun day to dress on Saturday.
I know it's going to feel quite warm compared to where we were yesterday with highs in the 30s today, 40s tomorrow. I mean, even tomorrow, hitting 60 degrees is going to feel quite warm after the last couple of days. We're currently sitting in the low to mid 40s across Louisville. It feels like the mid 30s with those wind chills because, yes, we're still seeing a sustained wind from the south between about 15 to 20 miles per hour. Higher gust has been the case throughout the course of the day today. Max HD radar, we've had partly to mostly cloudy skies all across Kentucky, Anna. These clouds will continue to filter through here, maybe a couple of sprinkles reaching the ground primarily off to our north. Otherwise, expect those clouds to decrease as we continue onward throughout this evening and tonight. But what you'll notice here on our hourly planner, temperatures really not moving all too much thanks to that southwest wind that we're expecting overnight. So a lot of times clear skies allows temperatures to plummet. Not the case tonight. We're expecting lows in the upper 30s by early tomorrow morning. So still chilly, but not quite as cold as last night. And then once again, tomorrow, mostly sunny, breezy, but a lot warmer with highs in the upper 50s to lower 60s. We'll talk much more about that 70-degree forecast high coming up in our 7-day forecast.
Mallory, thank you. Here 1 week later, WHAS 11 News at 6 ahead with coverage of the UPS crash. Today, our team interviewed a family that escaped the plane crash. They got out of the crash zone in their van. It's covered in jet fuel, scarred by power lines, and that's not all. WHAS 11's Alexandra Goldberg continuing our team coverage again 1 week since the crash tonight at 6.
We are just a few hours away from the Battle of the Bluegrass. Coming up, I'm going to share how home court advantage could have an impact.
Developing story here at 4. The bomb squad called in to assist at an East Louisville hotel.
This is still very much an active scene.
An RV fire on 65 South causing some major backups.
4 people were shot early this morning at a Clarksville apartment complex.
Major fire destroyed 2 beloved businesses.
We have lines of storms.
We're paying close attention to all those threats.
Live or on demand, right here on WHAS 11+.
If you've ever tried to clean a garlic press, you are going to love this. Introducing the Great Garlic. No chunks, no squeeze, no stuck pieces. It's faster, cleaner. If you cook even a little bit, you're going to need one of these. Scan the code on your screen now.
Introducing the Great Garlic, your ultimate kitchen companion. Just place a peeled clove of garlic under the grate, rock it back and forth, and say goodbye to tedious chopping and messy mincing. Scan now and find out for yourself just how great the Great Garlic is.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, stay informed, prepared, and connected with WHAS11 and WHAS11 Plus. Coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you. Watch extended weather coverage on WHAS11 Plus.
Introducing the Avocado Smooth Slicer. Simply cut a ripe avocado in half, then use the Avocado Smooth Slicer to pop out the pit and glide through. Cutting perfect avocado slices is oh so satisfying. Holy guacamole, you're the toast of the town. With its two-step design, just pop, glide, and say avocado. Made of stainless steel and easy to clean. Scan the code on your screen now, and with this special TV offer, order the avocado cutting tool that will guac your world. Get your Avocado Smooth Slicer today.
Well, Connie, you used to be able to set your calendar by this,
yeah.
you know. Well, it's, as you know, it's coming before Thanksgiving. What's going on here? Coming before the UK U of L football game. It's normally around Christmas. What in the world is up with the Cats and the Cardinals?
Yeah, just some scheduling issues this year. Well, it's the Battle of the Bluegrass. Of course, it tips off between Louisville and Kentucky. The Dream Game, they call it, at 8 tonight. And sports reporter Saranda Burgoyne is down at the KFC Yum Center tonight.
So Randy, what can we expect from year 2 of the rivalry under Pat Kelsey and Mark Pope? Apparently, U of L is favored going into this game tonight at 8.
Yeah, the betting line keeps changing, but guys, this is their third game of the season for both of these teams. The Cats and Cards played tough exhibition games, but this is the biggest test, and this is when results are going to matter. Louisville has the home court advantage, and that is going to be key because the last 3 times that the Cards have won in this series have been on this court. But the last win came in 2020. The Cats are number 9th in the country, but they're not afraid of going on the road, even though this is going to be their first road game.
I kind of like away games better. I know a lot of the guys like away games, you know, just because, you know, when you win, it means a little more because you did on like opposing turf. So, I mean, it's going to be a lot of, you know, adversity, but obviously, but you know, this is our first test, big test. So, I mean, I'm excited.
It's definitely, you know, an advantage for us just having, you know, some of the best fans in the country, you know, on our side. And, you know, we'll definitely look to use it to our advantage in the game, just getting that momentum from the fans. And, I mean, we practice in the Yum Center all day and night, so it should be good.
Now, some of the key players we're going to have our eyes on are the point guards, Jalen Lowe for Kentucky, and then Michael Brown Jr., the freshman for Louisville. He's currently starting his warm-ups right now. I'm going to have more on how they are going to impact the game coming up at 6.
Thank you so much, Sarandon. And don't forget, right after the game, we'll be covering U of L head coach Pat Kelsey's press conference.
You'll want to catch that. Here's how you can watch it. Download the free WHAS11 Plus app. That's where you'll see it streaming live tonight after the game. We will have it up and running for you, and you can get the app on your smart TV for free. Right here, your comments across Kentuckiana now marking 1 week since the devastating UPS crash. 1 week later, we're all looking back. It seems time has slowed down around here, and you're taking note of it. Coming up next.
And as we head to break, here's a check of today's Kentucky Lottery jackpots. Mega Millions, $900 million. Powerball, $512 million.
The Kentucky Lottery, funding education for over 1 million Kentucky students.
Hey, do you dread scrubbing away stubborn dirt and stains? I used to, until I found the Spinny Scrub. Let me show you why this little powerhouse is a total game changer. You can also scan the code on the screen now and find out more. This is the Spinny Scrub, your new best friend when it comes to cleaning. It's got a powerful motor that rotates at high speed, so no more scrubbing by hand. It comes with 5 different brush heads, so no matter what you're cleaning, you've got the right tool for the job. From your bathroom tiles to kitchen countertops and more, the Spinny Scrub has you covered. So if you want to make cleaning faster, easier, and way more effective, the Spinny Scrub is your answer. And right now, if you order today, you'll get 20% off. Trust me, your cleaning routine will never be the same. Go ahead, scan the code on your screen right now and get yours today. You'll thank me later.
Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear declaring another state of emergency.
There is a certainty of severe storms.
It's continuing to come down, and people across Kentucky are already seeing the impacts.
We've been seeing the damage and distress from residents throughout the night.
Devastating floods and storms ripped through the entire state.
36 houses just destroyed. 1, 2, 3, 4 cars submerged in water.
Stream extended coverage on WHAS 11+.
When it comes to bath time, our dogs deserve better. During their most personal moment, show your love with the Bubble Brush. With its built-in shampoo dispenser, the Bubble Brush cleans and soothes your pet's skin while removing dirt and loose fur. Your dog will love it. Chappie gave it a 5 poop rating, our highest honor. Make bath time their most cherished experience with the Bubble Brush.
On weather impact alert days, stay informed, prepared, and connected with WHAS 11 and WHAS 11+. Coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you. Watch extended weather coverage on WHAS 11+.
Are you prepared? Scan the code on your screen now and never be in the dark again with the Rescue Volt 7-in-1 power station.
It can charge my phone, right?
The Rescue Volt is a USB power bank, plus a flashlight, AM/FM, and weather-band emergency radio.
That's great and all, but I just wanted to make sure it will charge my phone.
It powers up 3 ways with built-in USB, solar panel, even a hand crank.
So you mean our phones will always be charged so we can still doom scroll in a power outage?
The Rescue Volt 7-in-1 power station is travel-sized and ready for any emergency. And yes, it charges your phone too.
Okay, great, because I got to post to my socials.
This is a limited time TV offer and makes a great gift. Scan the code on your screen and get your Rescue Volt 7-in-1 power station today.
At this very time last Tuesday night, we were already well underway telling you about the fatal plane crash involving the UPS MD-11 jet. Your comments about the immense tragedy started coming in then. And since then, the MD-11s have been grounded by the FAA. We learned late Friday night also that UPS had taken the move on its own to ground them, along with FedEx. We pick up some of your comments about that. On the grounding of the MD-11, first by UPS and then FedEx, then by the FAA, Matt in Louisville. Hey, waited until Friday to ground the planes? They should have grounded the fleet Wednesday until the cause of the engine failure is determined and all of them go through a thorough inspection. Michael in Madison, Indiana, I'm not a plane expert, mechanic, or anything associated with one, but I realize a plane is built by humans. Anything built or maintained by humans is subject to failure. For now, can we just support the families, friends, loved ones, and businesses that are dealing with this tragedy? On NTSB board member Todd Inman coming directly to WHAS 11 for that exclusive interview on Friday right after his last public news conference in Louisville. Alonzo in Louisville sent us this note. Thank you, Mr. Inman. You and your team have a difficult job to determine what happened. Being an aviator myself, the aviation community can learn from it. The information you and your team find can make our skies safer. The findings will allow the families the closure they need. And I do want to thank all of you and everybody for the heartfelt messages that you've been sending to us since the crash last Tuesday. They have meant a lot. Tomorrow, the rant line returns to this spot, and you're welcome to call about the government shutdown, the rivalry game, or the other top stories. And here's how you can talk about it. You can find me on Facebook. Send me a message directly, WHAS11 Doug. They'll wind up on the air. I'm on X and Blue Sky at WHAS11 Doug. Keep your emails coming to the rant at WHAS11.com. You saw many emails on the air tonight. And give us a call now. It's open at 502-582-RANT. That is 7268.
I had some frost on the car this morning.
Oh,
really? I did not have my scraper ready to go. I should have listened to Mallory. It was not ready.
Frost flowers are everywhere too. You've been showing a lot of those.
Yeah.
Little icicles down there in the grass.
We had to put the defroster on for several minutes
This is
before we could
always
drive.
a good little test / reminder. I'm like, oh, I need to fill up my tires because those are starting to get a little low when things get cold. So here's your little test of winter.
I'm glad you brought that up. That little tire button has flipped up on my car too, where it says the little symbol.
Yes.
Makes it look like your tire's going to blow any moment.
Yeah, not quite that, but when it gets cold, yes, that tire pressure can drop. Your batteries can go. Just a good reminder that we are heading into winter here soon. But obviously, we're on this up and down swing, bit of a roller coaster this week. Once again, we are going to have decreasing clouds tonight. Really a gorgeous sunset right now. Warmer, but still breezy on Wednesday. Expect those high temperatures right around 60 degrees. So yes, that's right around average. Still dealing with gusts up to about 20 to 25 miles per hour. And then high temperatures climbing to around 70 by Saturday. So our temperature trends, if we do take a look at the upper level pattern here, we had this big trough that brought all of that Arctic air really across the eastern half of the country, Sunday into Monday. That has already swung off to our east and northeast. So that's why today we made it into the 40s, even though obviously still quite chilly. We really feel that rebound beginning tomorrow with highs back in the 50s and 60s, and then a ridge of high pressure. That's basically the opposite of the trough that brought us the cold air. Will move in over the weekend over our region, and that will allow those temperatures to approach 70 degrees by Saturday before yet another pattern change could arrive by early next week, bringing some rain chances and cooler temperatures along with it. But we are trending mostly dry for much of this week, including Wednesday, Thursday, just a slight chance for a passing shower on Friday, and then again by Sunday. But as of the latest model run, Sunday trending a little bit drier before those rain chances ramp up next week. Satellite and radar, we've had some activity on radar today. Most of this not reaching the ground because our dew points are so low. Our air is so dry. Dew points are currently in the teens, so a lot of what you're seeing on the radar is not reaching the ground. Temperatures, of course, chilly in the 40s in Louisville, 50s off to our west and southwest, 30s off to our northeast. And your hour-by-hour futurecast for this evening and tonight, couple of sprinkles, clouds decrease. Temperatures don't move all too much overnight. Upper 30s, lower 40s. For tomorrow, more sunshine on the way with highs around 60 degrees. But as I mentioned, we are expecting some gusty winds at times. Those winds coming in from the west around 25 miles per hour. Similar forecast for Thursday, but with less wind. We're up to 65 on Friday with that slight chance of a shower. Saturday will be the warmest day of the week. And then there's that pattern change Sunday into next week with the rain chances returning and highs dropping back into the 50s.
Thanks, Mallory. Alberta Jones Park is about to get a bit greener. The Parks Alliance of Louisville says it's planting seeds for the first microforest in the park, marking the first of its kind in West Louisville and the second in the city. The Christina Lee Brown Envirome Institute planted a microforest, you may remember, in Founders Square back in May.
So this microforest is going to be doing a lot of things for Alberta Jones Park. Not only creating a beautiful buffer from the transportation area, but help increase a greener, healthier Louisville.
The nonprofit hopes the new microforest will have more than 500 trees and shrubs on about 20 acres of vacant property inside the park. The goal is to study the growth rates and human impact of the two forests.
Light Up Louisville coming back again on a different day this year. You know, it used to be after Thanksgiving, but Mayor Craig Greenberg moved it a couple of years ago. This year, Light Up Louisville is going to be Saturday, December 6th. Put it on your calendar. LG&E celebrating more than 20 years as the title sponsor of Light Up Louisville, and the event draws thousands of people to downtown to enjoy the lights, music, and local holiday shopping and Santa Claus.
Special events like Light Up Louisville really showcase everything our city has to offer and why it's such a unique travel destination, from unique dining experiences to local shops, hotels, and more.
Liz Pratt with LG&E there says they're proud to continue shining a light on what makes Louisville so special and bringing the community together this holiday season.
Going to be nice. That'll do it for us here at 5 o'clock. Here's what's coming up next at 6.
The top story next at 6. We're going to turn our attention to the investigation into the jet that crashed. Exclusive at 6. Focus reporter Travis Breeze first broke details about the plane's maintenance record before the crash. Next, he interviews a retired airplane inspector who previously worked on this very UPS MD-11 that crashed in Louisville.
Hey, do you dread scrubbing away stubborn dirt and stains? I used to, until I found the Spinny Scrub. Let me show you why this little powerhouse is a total game changer. You can also scan the code on the screen now and find out more. This is the Spinny Scrub, your new best friend when it comes to cleaning. It's got a powerful motor that rotates at high speed, so no more scrubbing by hand. It comes with 5 different brush heads, so no matter what you're cleaning, you've got the right tool for the job. From your bathroom tiles to kitchen countertops and more, the Spinny Scrub has you covered. So if you want to make cleaning faster, easier, and way more effective, the Spinny Scrub is your answer. And right now, if you order today, you'll get 20% off. Trust me, your cleaning routine will never be the same. Go ahead, scan the code on your screen right now and get yours today. You'll thank me later.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, stay informed, prepared, and connected with WHAS11 and WHAS11 Plus. Coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you. Watch extended weather coverage on WHAS11 Plus.
Are you prepared? Scan the code on your screen now and never be in the dark again with the Rescue Volt 7-in-1 power station.
It can charge my phone, right?
The Rescue Volt is a USB power bank, plus a flashlight, AM/FM, and weather-band emergency radio.
That's great and all, but I just wanted to make sure it will charge my phone.
It powers up 3 ways with built-in USB, solar panel, even a hand crank.
So you mean our phones will always be charged so we can still doom scroll in a power outage?
The Rescue Volt 7-in-1 power station is travel-sized and ready for any emergency. And yes, it charges your phone too.
Okay, great, because I got to post to my socials.
This is a limited time TV offer and makes a great gift. Scan the code on your screen and get your Rescue Volt 7-in-1 power station today.
The WHAS11 Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust on your time.
Big issues in Louisville that you certainly care about.
Track how the weather will impact your day.
This is all snow here.
Extended, continuous coverage of breaking news, live from the scene. Go deeper with in-depth interviews and exclusive reporting. All the local news you need, live or on demand. WHAS11 Plus. Complete coverage of your local news, weather, and more.
Tonight at 6 on WHAS 11 News. 1 week ago on this night, so many lives changed. The horrific UPS cargo plane crash, how one family escaped the crash in their van. Plus, we're live in South Louisville tonight where the crash happened, looking back at last week's tragedy. And Focus reporter Travis Breeze talking to a retired airplane inspector who previously worked on this very UPS MD-11 that crashed. Our exclusive coverage for you right now on WHAS 11 News at 6. It has been exactly 1 week now since the UPS cargo jet took 14 lives and has us still trying to come together to heal in our community. Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining us at 6. I'm Doug Proffitt. Families are slowly learning through DNA testing about their loved ones lost in the fire. The CEO of Grade A Auto, Sean Garber, telling us families of Megan Washburn, John Laux, and an unnamed third employee have been notified of their deaths. They are among 9 people identified as victims, including 3-year-old Kimberly Asa, her grandfather Lou Fedden, and U of L School of Business alum Matt Sweets, and the 3 pilots on board the aircraft, Captain Richard Wartenberg, First Officer Lee Truitt, and International Relief Officer Captain Dana Diamond. And we now go to our live coverage where all day long our team has been following up on the aftermath of the crash. Alexandra Goldberg and photojournalist Jessica Farley talking to a family with a heartbreaking story but an incredible escape from the crash site. They join us live from the Muhammad Ali International Airport tonight. Alexandra?
Doug, Mary Ballinger said that it was a miracle her family escaped from the crash site. She and her granddaughter were hospitalized with injuries from the impact, now hoping to rebuild what they lost and heal from this tragedy together.
1 minute you're sitting there, you're playing with your kids, you're laughing, you know, and then you're running for your life. We all made it through that, as I call it, the gates of hell.
November 4th was a regular evening for Mary Ballinger and her children, parked outside Embry's Auto Parts on Grade Lane.
And we go to Daddy's work and wait for Daddy.
Waiting for her husband, Terry Ballinger, to get off of work.
And I just happened to look up in my windshield and we see a plane, the nose of a plane, coming directly towards us.
Mary says her family was in the path of the MD-11 UPS cargo plane that crashed near the Muhammad Ali International Airport 1 week ago, taking 14 lives.
We hear a boom, we see the black smoke. We hear another boom, the whole back of the plane is engulfed in flames, and so is our van. This is jet fuel. This is all jet fuel that you see on it. Here's you can even feel it. It's burnt.
This is the family minivan they escaped in.
And that's our 6-year-old. That's his shoe.
Surrounded by heat, the imprint of a sneaker scarred into the floor of the car.
My husband says he's getting rid of the floor mats. He doesn't want to look at that anymore either.
Terry has worked on Grade Lane for 17 years. On this day, walking through the exit door, instead of being greeted by his family, he faced a wall of flames.
My husband immediately dropped his cooler and dropped to his knees, his boss said, and said, my wife, my kids, they're gone.
But she says their 6-year-old was the first one out of the fire.
And he ran to his daddy, and then we all ran to him.
The Ballingers then took off in their van.
I see it as it saved our life, but also I hate it because it's a constant reminder. Yes, we went through it, we got out of it, but putting my whole family in that van again, it's really hard to do.
Families like the Ballingers, Louisville Mayor Craig Greenberg announced that there's a community resource center for these impacted families to help get connected to resources that can help them throughout this recovery. It's open now until 9 p.m. tonight. It's also open from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. every day except for Sunday. There's also a call center that you can call to get some of these questions answered, and that phone number is 502-473-5271. We're live in Louisville. Alexandra Goldberg, WHAS11 on your side. Doug.
Alexandra, thank you. Mayor Craig Greenberg actually giving us that number here at 5 o'clock. We appreciate it. Now we want to go to our Ian Hardwitt. He is near the crash scene. And Ian, you have been talking with business owners and others hit so hard by this. And so many people have told me today this really has been the week that stood still in time.
Doug, it's a week that stood still in time, and I think time still stands still when these planes take off from the runway here over at UPS. By Grade Lane over here, people are used to that noise, but now it's taken on a whole different meaning, and that was the case for the owner of Kentucky Truck Parts and Service, who we talked to today. Trains come into the UPS crash site as oil is constantly pumped out of a nearby ditch.
We got catastrophe over here.
Sabit Aliyev just left trucking and started a mechanic shop here south of Louisville's airport.
1 month, we just got open, that's it. To get a shop and, you know, be home with kids, the main goal.
More time with you.
Yeah, but trucking is no life. It's only trucking.
He took this video running for his life as jet fuel ignited recycled oil nearby.
I was over there today. It's not gonna be easy just sweep around stuff, you know, it's a big thing. It's a lot of tanks laying around, all that messed up. You cannot call that business. It's like great.
Now each takeoff reminds him of the crash.
I think I have maybe a, what you call the PTSD thing?
Aliyev wonders when he can go back to work. He's got 3 kids and a wife back home.
My wife, she will ask, where's the money? How I'm gonna answer? My garbage needs to be paid. Yeah. My mortgage needs to be paid. If my shop's doors open, I make money. If they're closed, I don't make money though,
The earliest estimate on returning is within the next week. Aliyev hasn't heard anything concrete.
I think they're gonna open it up pretty soon so we can get back to work if we can.
But it's a big if his family relies on. Now, any business owners hoping to get access back to their business, they can call the same phone number that Alexandra mentioned earlier. That's 502-473-5171. It stays open until 9 o'clock tonight, then reopens tomorrow at 7 in the morning. For now, I'm live with photojournalist Connie Offit, Ian Hardwick for WHAS 11 on your side.
Such an important resource there. Thank you very much, Ian. Tonight only on WHAS 11 News, Focus reporter Travis Breeze, who first broke the story of this plane's maintenance record last week, has new reporting tonight. Speaking to a retired airplane inspector who previously worked on this very UPS MD-11 that crashed. The inspector says the plane was in for regularly scheduled maintenance in San Antonio, Texas from September to mid-October.
Yes, it was routine.
Jeff Coates, a retired airplane inspector, speaking with me over the phone on Tuesday. The ABC affiliate in San Antonio, KSAT, is reporting Coates' former employer, ST Engineering, worked on the UPS MD-11F about a month and a half before it crashed. FAA records show Coates' signature on airworthiness directives for this aircraft as recently as 2023. The forms refer to the company as VT San Antonio Aerospace. Todd Inman with the NTSB confirmed Friday they are looking at the maintenance from September 3rd to October 18th as part of the investigation.
It was in for what we call a heavy check.
Coates says the plane was in for a C check, which is something it gets every 2 years. A center wing upper fuel tank had a crack in it. Based on what you've seen about this crash, could that have been any part of this crash, do you think?
100% no chance.
How big of a deal the San Antonio maintenance is, still undetermined. But the NTSB is paying close attention.
We've actually dispatched additional people to retrieve some records. The FAA has assisted us, so we feel that we're going to get all the information we need.
Coates just asks people to be careful as we wait for the final report.
And to throw UPS under the airlines or under the bus or VT is not fair. Let's see what happened.
The 31-year-old airplane had almost 93,000 hours of flight time. After this maintenance, it completed 28 more flights before the crash on November 4th. UPS and FedEx said over the weekend that they have grounded their MD-11s out of an abundance of caution. Coates would not answer if he thinks the C checks for these aircrafts need to be more frequent than every 2 years, leaving it up to the FAA and NTSB. In the studio, Travis Breeze, WHAS 11 on your side.
And it was another chilly day across Kentuckiana, but we do have a warming trend on the way. I'll let you know when we could hit a high temperature of 70 degrees in Louisville. That's coming up in our 7-day forecast. Here's a check of today's Kentucky Lottery jackpots. Mega Millions, $900 million. Powerball, $512 million.
The Kentucky Lottery, funding education for over 1 million Kentucky students.
Introducing the Avocado Smooth Slicer. Simply cut a ripe avocado in half, then use the Avocado Smooth Slicer to pop out the pit and glide through. Cutting perfect avocado slices is oh so satisfying. Holy guacamole, you're the toast of the town. With its two-step design, just pop, glide, and say avocado. Made of stainless steel and easy to clean. Scan the code on your screen now, and with this special TV offer, order the avocado cutting tool that will guac your world. Get your Avocado Smooth Slicer today.
Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear declaring another state of emergency.
There is a certainty of severe storms.
It's continuing to come down, and people across Kentucky are already seeing the impacts.
We've been seeing the damage and distress from residents throughout the night.
Devastating floods and storms ripped through the entire state.
36 houses just destroyed. 1, 2, 3, 4 cars submerged in water.
Stream extended coverage on WHAS 11+.
Titanium. Stronger than steel. Lighter than aluminum. Trusted in aerospace, medicine, advanced engineering, and now redefining the way we prepare food at home. The titanium edge is prized for its strength, purity, and resilience. Resists corrosion, never absorbs odors, and remains flawlessly food safe without ever breaking down into harmful microplastics. A breakthrough 3-piece cutting board set, double-sided, ultra-lightweight, and built to last. With a sleek, metallic finish, it transforms your kitchen. Titanium Edge, now available through this exclusive television offer. Scan the code to order now.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, stay informed, prepared, and connected with WHAS11 and WHAS11 Plus. Coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you. Watch extended weather coverage on WHAS11 Plus.
If you've ever tried to clean a garlic press, you are going to love this. Introducing the Great Garlic. No chunks, no squeeze, no stuck pieces. It's faster, cleaner. If you cook even a little bit, you're going to need one of these. Scan the code on your screen now.
Introducing the Great Garlic, your ultimate kitchen companion. Just place a peeled clove of garlic under the grate, rock it back and forth, and say goodbye to tedious chopping and messy mincing. Scan now and find out for yourself just how great the Great Garlic is.
Good evening and welcome back. Starting off with our weather this morning, we had a morning low of 27 degrees in Louisville with those wind chills in the teens. By this weekend, we're expecting a high of 70 in Louisville by Saturday afternoon. Of course, last weekend, we also made it close to 70 degrees last Saturday. So the ups and downs we've been experiencing here lately will continue onward. Today, topped out in the mid 40s, still about 15 degrees colder than average for this time of year with wind chills in the 30s. So if you are heading to the U of L UK game, if you're going to be out and about this evening, just make sure you bundle up on your way there. Expecting those highs right around average, upper 50s, right around 60 Wednesday and Thursday. And then you can see on either side of Saturday, expecting highs likely in the mid 60s. We're not tracking much in the way of rain or snow chances over the next 5 days. Looking mostly dry Wednesday and Thursday, slight chance for a shower Friday morning, and then again on Sunday. But really looks like we will have a change in weather patterns by early next week. That's when those rain chances could ramp back up and we could start to cool things back off. Satellite and radar, there has been just enough moisture to pop up on radar today, but the good news is we have such dry air at the surface that most of that is evaporating before it reaches the ground. Maybe a couple of sprinkles here or there, a flurry off to our north, but our dew points are in the teens, so that air has not only been cold, it's also been very dry as well. 44 is the current temperature in Louisville, 48 in Bowling Green. You can see more 30s off to our northeast and then milder air off to our west and southwest. And some of that warmer air will move into our direction as we carry on into the day tomorrow. Your hour by hour futurecast through this evening, mostly cloudy skies. Those clouds have been starting to break apart. We had a really nice sunset out there tonight. Mostly clear skies tonight, but temperatures really don't budge all too much. We're expecting lows in the mid to upper 30s, maybe some lower 40s by early tomorrow morning. And then a lot of sunshine for tomorrow with highs in the upper 50s and lower 60s. The one catch for our Wednesday is it will be breezy yet again. Those winds coming in from the west and southwest, gusting 20 to about 25 miles per hour. But that's what's going to allow us to warm up about 15 degrees between today's high and tomorrow's high temperature. 60 for Wednesday, close to that on Thursday as well. There's your slight chance for a shower Friday morning. You'll notice our overnight lows aren't nearly as bad either. 30s tonight and tomorrow, but take a look by Friday night and Saturday night, overnight lows in the 50s. Saturday will be the warmest day of the 7-day forecast. Then we do have that pattern change Sunday into next week, bringing us our next rain chances and dropping those high temperatures back into the 50s. Doug.
Mallory, thank you. The WHAS11 night team is always new at 11. It is the earliest ever UK U of L basketball rivalry game, and it's in downtown Louisville tonight at 8. But it has become more than a basketball game. Both will be honoring the victims of last Tuesday's devastating UPS plane crash. It's new at 11 on the night team.
And we are still a couple of hours away from tip-off at the Battle of the Bluegrass, but coming up in sports, how the point guards are going to be very key for both Louisville and Kentucky.
Developing story here at 4, the bomb squad called in to assist at an East Louisville hotel.
This is still very much an active scene.
An RV fire on 65 South causing some major backups.
4 people were shot early this morning at a Clarksville apartment complex.
Major fire destroyed 2 beloved businesses.
We have lines of storms.
We're paying close attention to all those threats.
Live or on demand, right here on WHAS 11+.
If you've ever tried to clean a garlic press, you are going to love this. Introducing the Great Garlic. No chunks, no squeeze, no stuck pieces. It's faster, cleaner. If you cook even a little bit, you're going to need one of these. Scan the code on your screen now.
Introducing the Great Garlic, your ultimate kitchen companion. Just place a peeled clove of garlic under the grate, rock it back and forth, and say goodbye to tedious chopping and messy mincing. Scan now and find out for yourself just how great the Great Garlic is.
On weather impact alert days, stay informed, prepared, and connected with WHAS 11 and WHAS 11+. Coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you. Watch extended weather coverage on WHAS 11+.
Scan the code on your screen now and see why the Flash Force Tactical Flashlight has everyone talking. Definitely 10 out of 10. More powerful than I expected. Absolutely brilliant. I've got 3 more in my basket to get. Awesome. Excellent. The best flashlight ever bought. Hurry, this is a limited time TV offer. Scan the code on your screen now and get your Flash Force Tactical Flashlight today.
The Battle of the Bluegrass may be super early, but it's arrived. Louisville comes into tonight a 6.5-point favorite over Kentucky. Serena Raboyne joins us live from the KFC Yum Center with a closer look at the game within the game.
Yeah, Kent, both the Cards and the Cats are stacked this year, but the key players to watch are going to be their point guards. They are dynamic. Let's start with Louisville. They have freshman Mike points for the Cards, and has looked very comfortable leading this Louisville offense. On Kentucky's side, Jalen Lowe back in the mix after getting hurt in the blue and white scrimmage earlier this season. He is a known foe to the Louisville Cardinals because he played at Pitt last season when the Cards faced him.
He's a terrific player, terrific point guard, very explosive, very good in the pick and roll, quick burst. Veteran, you know, has been a part of a bunch of big games. He's very well coached. So obviously we have a familiarity with him because we played him a couple times last year. But he presents a lot of problems, and we have to do a great job with him.
Yeah, no, he's smooth, good point guard. A lot of offense goes through him. Like a lot of the assists, I think he pretty much it's like half of the assists. So. Obviously, he's a good point guard. He's on the ball a lot, so, we just got to do our job of, making it difficult, not making it so easy looks that he could get these assists and stuff like that.
Now, Kent, there have been a couple of rumors on whether or not Otega Oweh will play today. So far, we haven't seen Kentucky start their warm-ups, but he was seen in a photo earlier posted by the official Kentucky men's basketball X page that he was in dress warm-ups. So we'll see if he does in fact step on the court. And then when it comes to the Louisville Cardinals, Javon Hadley was being monitored for a concussion that he got against Jackson State. We have not seen him out on the floor yet, but we are still monitoring that situation. It is a couple of hours left to tip off. That game is starting at 8 p.m. Kent?
All right, Saran, thank you so much. And you can also watch complete post-game comments from Pat Kelsey and Mark Pope following tonight's game on our WHAS 11 Plus app. To get, just download on your TV and watch for free. Louisville quarterback Miller Moss has had his struggles this season, and those struggles have certainly caught the attention of the Cards fan base. This week, Jeff Brom was asked if there's a scenario where the Cards go a different route at the position and try another QB if Moss continues to struggle.
We believe in Miller, and we believe in all of our quarterbacks. We'll always have a plan ready for all of them at some point in different aspects, which we've done before. At the same time, we just got to continue to work through these things and be as effective as we can. And without question, there's always a plan to help us win, so we'll have that ready to go.
That's it for sports. We'll be back right after this.
Titanium. Stronger than steel, lighter than aluminum, trusted in aerospace, medicine, advanced engineering, and now redefining the way we prepare food at home. The Titanium Edge is prized for its strength, purity, and resilience. Resists corrosion, never absorbs odors, and remains flawlessly food safe without ever breaking down into harmful microplastics. A breakthrough 3-piece cutting board set, double-sided, ultra-lightweight, and built to last. With a sleek, metallic finish that brings modern precision to everyday cooking that's scratch-resistant and dishwasher-safe. From fast weeknight prep to professional-grade slicing, Titanium Edge replaces outdated plastic and fragile wood, delivering a surface as advanced as the material itself. Titanium has taken us to the stars. Now, it transforms your kitchen. Titanium Edge, now available through this exclusive television offer. Scan the code to order now while supplies last.
The WHAS 11 Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust on your time.
Big issues in Louisville that you certainly care about.
Track how the weather will impact your day.
This is all snow here.
Extended, continuous coverage of breaking news, live from the scene. Go deeper with in-depth interviews and exclusive reporting. All the local news you need, live or on demand. WHAS 11 Plus. Complete coverage of your local news, weather, and more.
Introducing the Avocado Smooth Slicer. Simply cut a ripe avocado in half, then use the Avocado Smooth Slicer to pop out the pit and glide through. Cutting perfect avocado slices is oh so satisfying. Holy guacamole, you're the toast of the town. With its two-step design, just pop, glide, and say avocado. Made of stainless steel and easy to clean. Scan the code on your screen now, and with this special TV offer, order the avocado cutting tool that will guac your world. Get your Avocado Smooth Slicer today.
Continuing coverage, our live newscast in 3 minutes on WHAS 11 Plus. Join Mallory and myself coming up here at the top headlines. Right now, it has been a haunting week for the city and 14 different families. For all of us, it's been a week that has been frozen in time. We all know where we were when that jet crashed last Tuesday. Exactly 1 week ago, the UPS jet was last recorded in the air at 5:13 p.m., barely reaching 100 feet. At 37 seconds, a repeating bell is heard sounding in the cockpit. As we leave you tonight here at 6 o'clock, WHAS 11 photojournalist Jessica Farley takes us back now to the moment that has changed so many of our lives.
Huge explosion. Rock, believes to be a plane crash. It was a Tuesday at 5:15 in the afternoon.
There was a big ball of fire, and you could feel it then.
And it is going to change people's lives in this community forever.
All I could see was a huge fireball.
Did everybody make it happen? No.
The skies over Louisville looked apocalyptic.
Devastating beyond words.
Debris falling, ash falling.
As soon as you close your eyes, the flames is in front of you.
The emergency personnel, the first responders, the Oklahoma Fire Department, who ran head first into a blaze that's hotter than hell and raining down oil.
I've seen it time and time again. We are strong people.
This hurts. Go home and hug your kids. Go home and hug your loved ones tonight.
The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want.
I wrote on every one of the crosses to let the families know there is people that care.
Together we'll get through it.
Titanium, stronger than steel, lighter than aluminum, trusted in aerospace, and now redefining the way we prepare food at home. Resists corrosion, never absorbs odors, and remains flawlessly food safe without ever breaking down into harmful microplastics. Titanium Edge, now available through this exclusive television offer.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, stay informed, prepared, and connected with WHAS11 and WHAS11 Plus. Coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you. Watch extended weather coverage on WHAS11 Plus.